Be back. Is her in the building? Mouthpiece included. TATN, TATN, TATN. Better guard your grill. TATN, TATN, TATN. Mouthpiece included. TATN, TATN, TATN. Better guard your grill. TATN, TATN, TATN. Mouthpiece included. TATN, TATN, TATN. Better guard your grill. TATN, TATN, TATN. Mouthpiece included. TATN, TATN, TATN. Better guard your grill. TATN, TATN, TATN. Yes, sir. That song says it all. Says all of it. Welcome to the Mouthpiece Included. This is a pod where we talk about Spolitricks. That's a fusion of squats and polytricks and everything in between, the collapsible superposition upon your observation. We're going to open the day talking about my Cubs. Okay. Playoffs run. Playoffs? We're going to talk about this playoff run. Celebrating the swing players and strategic moves that have fueled October optimism while spotlighting the pressure points that could derail momentum. Expect vivid storytelling about key games and clutch performances and a close look at how clubhouse chemistry and managerial decisions will shape our path forward. Go Cubs. If you guys didn't know, Wrigleyville is Boys Town adjacent. Boys Town adjacent. All right. Go Cubs. Okay. Next, we're going to dive into Spolitricks, connecting spots, headlines to the bigger cultural and political conversations they spark. Our Spolitricks segment always delivers sharp takes and honest questions that force the listeners. This is for the listeners. It's for the listeners. I digress. To force listeners to reckon with how teams, leagues, athletes influence public debate and reflect broader social fault lines. What are they, pantomiming? Big up Shador Sanders. Get well, Dion. Then we shift to the Bears bye week. The Bears, FGB. We're going to be giving our grade report from last week's game in the Las Vegas takeover. All right. I called it Chicago, Nevada, because we were very deep out there. And then we're going to give our quarterly grades, some self-scouting, breaking down roster depth, any moves we might want to make if we were Ryan Poles and we weren't afraid of winning, in injury management, and the adjustments required for sustained competitiveness. We'll call out who earned our trust, who needs a wake-up call, cold commit, and how upcoming matchups will test the team's resilience. We're going to be closing with, as usual, our raw, unfiltered reaction to the Bears-Raiders showdown, revisiting the plays, coaching choices, and personalities that reshape. Got these on the building. That reshape the narrative and teasing the consequences that could ripple through the rest of the season. Whether you're here for sports scheming or political sharp turns, we've got your dose of insight with just the right amount of leading edge. This isn't just commentary, it's clarity, served with heat. So let's get to work. Let's put on our dirty Air Ones and walk in the snow and the slush and get to work. The panel is open, as always. That link is pinned in the chat. All are welcome. Remember, trolls get holes. Trolls will be violated. And if you do pull up, don't forget to bring your proverbial mouthpiece. All right. Hold on. Stand by. Okay, so don't forget to bring your proverbial mouthpiece. So stand down, stand back, stand by, or pull up. But if you do pull up, do not forget to bring your towel. Don't forget to bring your mouthpiece. Y'all do us a favor, smash that like button, repost this link. Spolitricks is in the building. Before we go a step further, the views expressed in today's pod are those of the hosts, guests, and are not necessarily reflective of TATN or any affiliates. So grab your mouthpiece and let's get started. Big ups to Midwest Festivals. They present Ancestral Echoes. That's a glamping music fest off the beaten path. Great people, greater DJs, greater experience. You got to be there. I think this is going to be their 4th annual. If you consider yourself a house head, uh, pop out. Get you a tent. They can drop off your mobile camper there for you, so everything will be there for you, and you can do your thing. Big ups to Milz Aesthetics, multicultural skin, body, and weight loss pro. All right, licensed, bonded, fully insured. All these are copper-colored owned businesses. Find yourself in sunny Southern California and you need a licensed esthetician, reach out to www.taymilzaesthetics.com. And then we got Bella B. Bella B. You want to get yourself some swag on a t-shirt? You know what I mean? Maybe you didn't put in your order for the Simeon reunion t-shirts in time. You know what I mean? And you got to get something on the back end. You can reach out to Bella B, get your own swag design. And you can reach Bella at designs365@gmail.com. Last but not least, big ups to Gym Recovery. You might find yourself in a snowdrift in the city of Chicago, and all the guys are standing there and looking at you. Maybe the Venezuelans out there waiting for you to leave your whip so they can leave it on bricks or something of that nature. Everybody's just trying to survive. We're all hardworking people. I don't knock anybody's hustle. But you reach out to Gym Recovery. He'll pull up. He's a Packer backer, but he will pull up in a brand new flat bed truck and get you and your whip home. Diesel, what's going on, my brother?
It's good.
Man. Me and you was having some chatter during that damn Bears game. We're gonna add what do you call Tori? What do you call
Um,
him? Jeremiah? No, that's me.
no, that's you.
Yeah. I forgot what you
Wordsworth.
Yeah, Wordsworth. Yeah, he don't like that. Yeah, we're gonna add Wordsworth to the Bears chat for Bears week, you know. Yeah. All right. So I just want to start out, bro, with an RIP to Asada Shakur. That was Tupac's godmother. What's your take on that? You got any words for that queen, bro?
Nothing more than, rest in peace. Also, same for our guy who we used to work with, Chris Madison. He passed this past week.
Chris Madison.
Big dude.
Was he
We used to
on
call
our
him,
he was on our side?
yeah. We used to call him C-Mad.
Did I, bro?
I called him C-Mad because
Oh,
that
you
was
called him
his,
C-Man.
yeah, that was his initials
Yeah.
in the system. But
Was okay, yeah, I do remember. Now, okay, I do remember seeing those initials, bro. Definitely.
I'll send you a picture. I'll send you, just a screenshot of him. You know
Yeah,
exactly who
man.
he is. He passed.
R.I.P.
I had just talked to him on the 8th of September.
Wow,
Just talked to him.
said he was doing all right.
Yeah, doing the same as usual, cracking
Yeah,
little jokes here and
yeah,
there.
yeah,
And then I look up on Facebook, and then I see like somebody I know saying, they was talking, they had something, it was like rest in peace. And I was like, man, who they talking about?
yeah.
Then I went back and looked, and I seen this picture, and I was like, nah, I just talked to this dude. And then I seen somebody else. I was like, God dang.
Yeah, like a thief in the night, man. Did he die in his sleep or something?
I don't know. Not sure.
Yeah,
Um, I'm just guessing. I'm guessing it was a natural death because I didn't hear anything else. So if it was
yeah.
something else, I would, sure I would have heard. But um,
Well,
yeah.
rest in peace, condolences to his family. Asada Shakur, this queen, political activist, former member of the Black Liberation Army, and Tupac Shakur's godmother. She transitioned at the age of 78. She was born Joanne Deborah Chesimard. Sounds like a tether. Was a member of the Black Panther Party and later the Black Liberation Army during the 70s, a time when so-called black activists were under constant surveillance and harassment from the FBI's COINTELPRO program. In 1973, she was involved in a confrontation on the New Jersey Turnpike that left a state trooper, Werner Forster, and fellow activist Zaid Malik Shakur dead. Asada was shot twice and arrested. She has always maintained that she did not fire a weapon and that her conviction was the result of false testimony, withheld evidence, and racial prejudice. No fingerprints tied her to any gun, yet in 1977, she was convicted of murder and she fled. Well, we got more. In 79, with the help of allies, she escaped prison and fled to Cuba, where she was granted political asylum in 1984. Asada is also the step aunt of and godmother of rapper Tupac Shakur, who often spoke of her influence on his life, rest his soul, in music, praising her as a revolutionary voice for Black liberation. For decades, she spoke about systematic racism and oppression in the United States. In 2013, she was added to the FBI's most wanted terrorist list with a $2 million reward for her capture. And not long ago, New Jersey placed her at the very top of its most wanted list. I find it fascinating, bro, that they never caught her.
Um, when they once you go to a place like Cuba, they're really not gonna pursue you. I mean, that's from what I've heard, you know.
Yeah, you just can't travel to a friendly nation of the U.S.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. So yeah, I'm sure if they really wanted her, the government, they do all kinds of weird stuff, man.
yeah, kidnap you.
But I guess they just like, hey, let it be, which leads me to believe that she possibly, or probably was innocent of what they were charging her with. Just like they tried to hook up a lot of people back then at that time. So
Oh yeah, they was putting cases on you. They was rolling out of bed putting cases on you. Let's glance past the Cubs. So we got past that first series. Now we're in the division series. Looks like we got the brakes beat off of us in game one. That happens. You got the little hangover. 9-3 to the Brew Crew. All right, what are you seeing, and what do you think the chances are of getting out of this series and possibly going on to play
uh,
the Dodgers?
um, I'm a, I told everybody that I mean we didn't really discuss it. I think I did say it on here, but if we got in the playoffs and won a series, then
Playoffs.
the year was a success, and we did that. So we won a series, we got in. So to me, the season is a success, even though I don't really care for the manager that we got. I've been saying that all along when he came, that he's overrated. Um, our pitching staff isn't a pitching staff to me that can win a World Series. It's just like no stone cold ace. The guys who they produced this year,
Yeah.
um, they it's just throwing through that staff isn't what I see that can win a World Series. Now, if our bats get hot, you got to figure you got to be hot throughout this series, the championship series, then the World Series. So it's just like I think it's going to be too much to overcome. I don't like our starting pitching staff as a whole. Shohei the guy who's going to start tomorrow, he's like a Mark Burley type, but Mark Burley located his pitches better.
Yeah.
Okay. Because they're more or less like he's not really a strikeout kind of guy,
Yeah.
contact pitcher. But Burley located better. And as the year has gone on, teams been spotting his pitches up like T-balls, like practice balls.
So
So
you're ready to crown the Brewers? Is that what you're saying? Look,
no, I'm not.
I got
Look,
my
look, I'm
Cubs
not
winning
trusting.
this series in 7 games.
I don't. I just
7 games.
don't. I don't trust them. I don't
Listen,
trust them. And it's been, look, again, it's been a successful season, even with a
no,
manager
I
that
hear
I
you.
don't like.
I hear you,
Okay.
but I agree with
Everything else is gravy.
I agree with most of what you said. Actually, I'm being a homer at this point because I'm really concerned about this series. But here's my take on this: if we can eke out this series, the Cubs will go to the World Series. We won't win it, but we'll mess around and beat the Dodgers. It's that momentum you was talking about. We'll catch hot. They'll get our hopes high. We'll get to the World Series, and we'll have our hearts shattered.
I see you haven't recovered from that flashbang they set off at you at the post office. Still can't see straight.
That son of a bitch. I was there 10 minutes early and Pookie had already locked the doors and shit. You know what I'm saying?
They're usually very punctual on time.
Of
So if you
course.
get in there before before 5,
Yes.
then they close the doors. If you wasn't in there, you pop. But if you was in there, they
Especially on
help you.
Saturday, bro. And I was sending some very serious medication to a loved one. Honestly, was.
Yeah.
Now I gotta send it overnight.
Yeah. Unfortunate.
You know? Yeah. Yeah.
But
I went
yeah,
for it,
man.
Karen.
I don't trust the Cubs, bro. I want them. Do I want them to win? I mean, Milwaukee, they score all them runs in 2 innings. Cubs was up 1-0. They score
That's
all their runs in like the second and third inning. The
yeah, we always
bullpen
had
shut
that.
them out.
Been going on for years. We'll play good baseball, but we'll have 1 or 2 innings and lose the whole game based off of that. That's been the Cubs' fate forever.
Yeah, but this year, particularly, I just think the starting rotation
You want to
is
crown the Brewers. I'm
no,
not overly
it's not
impressed.
that, bro. What I'm telling you is that their starting rotation, I don't see them winning a World Series.
Yeah.
Right? That's all I'm saying. And I see other teams starting rotation better. Now, those teams that have better rotations,
Yeah.
their bullpen might not be as good as the Cubs, right?
Yeah.
But their starters are. So,
Is this the
we'll
first
see.
time in Major League history where somebody hasn't won 100 games?
No, I don't
Nobody
think
has
so.
won 100 games, bro. It's some parity.
Yeah, there's parity.
Yeah. All right, well, we don't want to spend a lot of time on them until they get out of this series. Um, unless you had something else to add to that, bro, before we move to the next topic.
No, I got nothing else to add. Again, I question their pitching staff. And to me, they already done had a successful season by winning a round of the playoffs. So
Yeah, you want to crown. You want to crown another Wisconsin team.
no, I don't. I'm telling you, even if they beat these guys,
Yeah.
I don't see them winning the World Series with that pitching staff that they got, the starters.
Spoken like a true Sox fan.
We'll see.
Here we go. I'm starting to like this kid a lot more. Cooper Flag. All right. Big ups to his family.
I think meeting Michael Jordan is just, that's my GOAT. That's somebody I've always seen as, meeting Michael Jordan is just, that's my GOAT. That's somebody I've always seen as a GOAT in my household. So I think it was a dream come true, but it was just really cool that he was able to take the time and was able to meet him.
We are getting new details.
So he met Michael Jordan. Jordan gave him some love, even though he went to a rival institution of Jordan's college. And Jordan gave him some level of respect. But this kid is not running around here like Colston Loveland, spewing nonsense about the GOAT conversation.
You know what? Jordan, for what it's worth,
Yeah.
he loves anybody that does anything in North Carolina. So if
True.
he went to Duke, any of them schools, is visiting North Carolina,
Yeah,
he's somewhat,
he's a Carolina boy, that's for
yeah,
sure.
he somewhat supports you. So
Yeah,
that don't surprise me at
yeah,
all.
yeah. And he probably respected Duke. He didn't like him maybe, but he probably respected him.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Jordan on TV too.
Well, do you remember? Yeah, I am too. When is that going to happen? This season?
Yeah, this year. This year.
Yeah, man. I hope they give him a beer or whatever bourbon he likes. Let him sit there and smoke a cigar like Red R Black. You know what I mean?
They might have him in a different little section right next
Uh-huh.
to the main guy. He right there just puffing.
Talking his shit.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The gunman, bro, and condolences to the families of the victims. The guy who came from California, bought him a car from his supervisor, drove across country, and went to NFL headquarters and was letting off shots. And then I think he deleted himself. And remember, he left a cryptic note about CTE. And I even came out on the show and I said, well, yeah, because people were in the comments like, he ain't even playing the NFL. No, that they're missing his whole point, Ressa. So, you can get CTE in high school, you can get it in college, and he was having issues, bro. Turned out they studied his brain, which they never would have done had he not. And I'm not telling anybody to go out and do this. They studied his brain and they confirmed that he has CTE, bro.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if you think about it, he's probably chasing a dream to play in the NFL.
Yes.
And then when he gets like concussions or whatever while he's trying to get there, and then realizes at some point, whenever his football career was over, that he's like, man, I'm not right. My head ain't right.
Not
Well,
right.
you know what I mean? And then it can just trigger you to snap off. Very,
It,
very, very unfortunate.
ain't
Very.
it, man? Ain't it, bro? And in high school, the equipment ain't the same. Depending on the program you're in, they probably had an old helmet sitting there. I remember back at the
Man, hey,
grounds of DDE, they gave me whatever junk was left because I wasn't one of the top guys.
to this day, my classmate,
Yeah,
Kenneth Jennings,
yeah.
paralyzed, semi-on football.
Was he on defense or
19,
offense?
um, well, in high school, a lot of times you play
Both
both.
sides. Yeah,
And I
yeah.
think it was on a kickoff.
Whoa.
And he got I want to say it was I think it was my junior, or senior year,
Yeah.
paralyzed. And he been paralyzed ever since. But he still be out there. He attends our functions, everything.
He from the waist down or neck down?
I believe from the neck down.
Wow. And survived this long. Bless his heart.
I think, don't quote me. I know he can't. I know he's been in a wheelchair ever since, but I believe
Well,
it
if
was
he's in
from
a
the neck
wheelchair,
down.
it's probably waist down because usually if it's neck down, they be laying out flat.
Oh, then yeah, he might be. Like I said, don't quote me. I'm not sure,
Yeah.
but he's been paralyzed ever since, bro.
And what was
It,
that? 19, like
it was
89?
89 or 90. Kenneth Jennings, look him up.
October 8th, 1988. Kenneth Jennings,
88.
Kenneth Jennings doesn't see why he shouldn't celebrate the day he took his final steps and moved his arms for the last time. Arms, so it might be neck down. He has a term for it. I just celebrated my 27th rebirthday. Suffered a broken neck on the opening kickoff game at Corliss.
Yep.
It left him a quadriplegic. He faced a future unable to move anything from the neck down, and it wasn't supposed to be a long future. At the time, doctors gave him only 10 years to live. Yeah. Jennings, though, never views that as the worst day of his life. People say, how can you celebrate a tragedy? I say I was reborn on that day. Everything I had was taken away from me. I was like a newborn. I had to relearn everything, how to talk, how to breathe on my own, a new way of life. Every year that I'm still here, the rebirth day is a way of thinking that God gave me my life back. So he's 45 at the time of this article. Wow. Portion of his
Still
life
living,
to
bro.
giving
Still
back.
living. He'd be at the. I can't say for sure. I think he was at the alumni picnic this year, but I can't say for sure. I wasn't there, but I
Yeah.
thought I seen a picture of him, but
Yeah.
not sure.
He said, life is not about us. We all need to get help. God has brought many people into my life. I've had so many people help me. Why wouldn't I do it for others? He spends Tuesdays working with other patients, blowing through a tube. He navigates his wheelchair through a maze of people at the facility. He uses a mouse stick to operate a computer. His phone is constantly buzzing with incoming texts. He said he got his weight up to 224. I wish I had a few of those pounds when I was playing. Wow. We can get a picture of your guy up here. Yeah, he's a Bears fan too.
Yeah, and you know when it happened, and then I was just thinking like all the moments throughout high school because I think it had been a couple of years,
Yeah.
and I was just thinking of all the moments where I seen him regular, walking around,
Yeah.
or in a gym class or at a pep rally. Just different stuff went through my head once I seen him when I knew he was paralyzed.
Man, he was always a good, positive kid.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Always, as far as I know, every time I seen him,
Reach
I
out to
even
him. See if we can get him on the show, bro. Or maybe he can pop up, man. Well, I guess he probably can't. I don't know. Because he's using technology. But what
yeah, I was gonna say that I know he usually is blowing
yeah.
through a tube when he's in his chair.
Yeah.
So I
But
didn't know
that's
if
to
he had
move
an
the chair
interface
around, but he could
to
probably talk.
moving it. Yeah,
NFL. Okay. All right, man. I think I remember that though. You know?
I
Yeah, I
remember
remember that.
because after that happened, the football team, I think we were the highest scoring team in the state after that happened. And
Wow.
I think it was at like the beginning of the year. It wasn't like too far
Mm-hmm.
into the season. And,
Was it Corliss Simeon? Was that at Gately? Y'all was playing on that concrete?
I, th I think it was because
Uh-huh.
Gately was like, everybody in the conference mainly played at
Mm-hmm.
Gately. So I think it was.
Yeah. And Gately was notorious for major injuries. All right. All right, we got Drop Dead Gorgeous, Smart, Jackson Dart. Okay. I'm just gonna run a video and we'll go from there. It's only 23 seconds.
Hey, real quick. Hey, bro, the expectation every time we step on the field is to win. Every rep in practice, every one-on-one, it don't matter. The expectation's to win. I'm proud of y'all boys. Shit wasn't clean all the way through on the offensive side, but defense, y'all boys.
Hey, look at Russell Wilson face in the
Hey, bro,
background.
the expectation every time we step on the field is to win. Every rep in practice, every one-on-one, it don't matter. The expectation's to win. I'm proud of y'all boys. Shit wasn't clean all the way through on the offensive side, but defense, y'all boys held it down for us. Much appreciated. Love y'all boys, man. Let's start stacking this. Here we go. Hey, big blue on 3, 1, 2, 3. Big blue.
He back
Man,
there
Russell
looking
Wilson
like
looked like that all the time. He's on the sidelines. He's in the game. He's got the same look.
what's Brandy's little brother name?
Ray J.
Yeah, he back there looking like Ray J.
Yeah, hey, but remember what I told you. As far as because I watched him in college,
Yeah,
Jackson Dart.
yeah,
I watched him,
yeah,
and every time it was a big game
yeah,
in the critical moments,
yeah.
he let me down. Every time.
Well, he's in the locker room calling these guys boys. Did you
Every
notice that?
time.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I just remember, and I told y'all when the start of the season, I was like, I said, I just remember every time he had a big game in college, he let me
Yeah,
down.
I do remember you saying something.
They
about
were
that.
usually the way that they offense played, they were capable of like blowing people out, right?
Yeah.
But when they played the good teams and he didn't blow them out, and then when it came down to it, when it was a crucial situation, he always let me down every time. So look, today they played the winless Saints. Saints beat them 26-14.
What? It's probably because he in the locker room calling all these grown men boy, which
He
has a racial.
turning the ball over. They were turning the ball over.
Well, it's got a
Like
racial undertone.
welcome to the NFL. Turning the ball. You know how many times, look, I seen him going to the sideline and he sit on the bench, he was slamming his helmet.
Listen to him call the brothers boy.
One-on-one, it don't matter. The expectation's to win. I'm proud of y'all boys. It wasn't clean all the way through on the offensive side, but defense, y'all boys held it down for us and much appreciated. Love y'all boys, man. Let's start stacking this. Here we go. Hey,
he's blowing the dog whistle. I've never heard anybody call grown men boys like that so many times. He's getting his rocks off, in my opinion.
I don't see nothing in that, but
of course he don't. Let me find out where he's from. Go ahead, I'm listening.
I see that in his. I'm telling you what I know about his damn play.
You don't know what's
whenever it was big games, he let me down in college when it was big games.
What college was he at?
Ole Miss.
Oh boy.
Was it Ole Miss?
Yeah. And his hometown is
Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin, the coach, was the coach.
And his hometown is Kaysville, Utah. They didn't have. I bet you if you was growing up over there and you was only token in that neighborhood, they was calling you boy everywhere you went. And you just ignored, say they don't mean nothing by it. But
I don't think he was meaning anything bad in that locker room. But
it don't matter what he meant or what they think. I would have told him I ain't gonna be too many more.
If they had a problem with it, I'm sure some of them would have told him about it.
Maybe they pulled him to the side afterwards. I don't know.
Well, I know one thing. They were probably going over there to him today talking about, hey, boy, get your head back on right. Because he was slamming that helmet every time. They were moving the ball and then he turnover.
So it was on him.
The
loss.
Yeah. I know their running back had one fumble. But I think he had, let me see. Give me a second here. He had 2 interceptions.
Well, he's a rookie, you know.
Yeah, two picks. 26 of 40. 26 of 40.
Man, he throwing that ball around to be a rookie.
He fumbled. He lost a fumble too.
Yeah.
They had 3 fumbles, and each one was turned over to the Saints. And I think they were up like 14-3 and didn't score again the rest of the game. And that was in the first half. So,
all right, well, let's push past that because nobody cares about the Giants and the Saints, whoever team. All right, ex-quarterback Mark Sanchez charged for allegedly attacking truck driver. Former NFL quarterback Mark Sanchez was pepper sprayed and stabbed multiple times during a late-night altercation with a 69-year-old truck driver in downtown in a downtown Indianapolis alley, which resulted in 3 criminal charges against the Fox Sports analyst, according to court records. Sanchez, 38, was charged with battery with injury, public intoxication, and unlawful entry of a vehicle, all misdemeanors, by the Marion County Prosecutor's Office. An initial hearing has been set for 8:30 a.m. on Tuesday, with a bond set at $300 for all this that they just charged. This dropped dead gorgeous, a $300 bond. All right, this incident should never have happened, Marion County Prosecutor said. What began as a disagreement between a 38-year-old former professional athlete and a 69-year-old man should not have escalated into violence or left anyone seriously injured. As with any case, we will follow the facts and the law wherever they lead. According to an affidavit for probable cause based on hotel video footage, Sanchez allegedly accosted the driver of a box truck that backed into a hotel's loading dock. According to the affidavit, the confrontation escalated to the point where the truck driver believed he was in danger, sprayed Sanchez in the face with pepper spray. With Sanchez still advancing toward him, said he thought the guy was trying to kill me. The truck driver then pulled his knife with Sanchez still coming at him, and he struck Sanchez 2 or 3 times. Damn. The truck driver said he was thrown against a dumpster and onto the ground and believed he was in a life or death situation. The driver, according to the affidavit, then said a look of shock came to Sanchez's face, and Sanchez took off. Sanchez was arrested by the Indianapolis Police Department at a hospital. So, all right. You know, can you imagine? I want to hear your take. But can you imagine if this was that booger sugar loving receiver from the Dallas Cowboys? What's his name? Allegedly.
Irvin. Michael
Yeah,
Irvin?
can you imagine if this was a dark skinned speck like Michael Irvin or somebody like this? But what's your take on this? You give a balanced take.
I seen the picture of that guy while he's in the hospital. You could Google it. The guy that he was in the fight with. And
Okay.
the dude looked messed up because he had to go to the hospital too. So when he says he was fighting for thought he was fighting for his life, which is why he pepper sprayed him, but he said he kept coming, and then he stabbed him.
Uh-huh.
When I look at Mark Sanchez on TV, or when I've seen pictures of him since he stopped playing,
Yeah.
and I ain't no doctor or nothing like that, but I
Yeah.
could tell people who look like they drink
They
too
boozing
much.
and they're not even boozing right. They're just drinking straight rock gut to the gut, ain't drinking water, nothing.
Yeah, and from what they said, the camera stuff, he started it. He started everything.
Do you think he's MAGA?
I don't know his political ties. I just know that he's a drinker. Seems like he's a drinker.
Yeah, but this guy's backing into the parking space. You know, who is he? Did he go Karen? Like, you know what I'm saying? Did the guy almost run him over? What's Sanchez's story?
If you read what they said, because the detectives have reviewed the videotape, and they're saying Sanchez started it all. It was all on him.
Right, but I'm saying over what? Why is he getting into it?
He's drunk.
It's that MAGA.
He's drunk. So I could say this about his career on TV, because he was supposed to be calling the game today with the Colts and the Raiders.
Is the truck driver a Latino?
No, I don't think so. I think he's a white guy. So,
Yeah.
so as far as I'm concerned now, look, I would say only because Sanchez got stabbed and he's in the hospital like that.
Yeah.
The charges are the charges against him aren't heavy, right? They're all misdemeanors against Sanchez. None against this guy, because apparently his self-defense is justified.
Misdemeanors, huh?
Yeah, all his charges are misdemeanors.
Because he wasn't successful in his charging attack.
So therefore, they're probably saying as if, hey, him getting stabbed or whatever is enough.
Yeah, I think
see
this
what I'm
is
saying?
some white privilege.
Well, whatever you want to call it, but then the victim's white. So what do you call
Well,
that?
Sanchez, I don't think he's white. A name like Sanchez.
If he's European, he's one of them that might be.
Yeah, I think he's
he's
Spaniard,
white.
Sanchez. Yeah, he's a Spaniard. Yeah.
Well,
what Fox hadn't come out and fired him.
Oh, he shouldn't be back on the air again. No, sir. No, I'm gonna tell you why. Aqib Talib,
Yeah.
right? He was calling college games for CBS.
He's got a filthy mouth. I tell you that.
But
I'll be watching him on that show. He cuss every other word. I'm like, damn, dude.
Yeah, so I was surprised to see that because I never seen him like doing interviews like that, and his mouth every other word is
great content. He's got great content. But go ahead, bro. Go ahead. So what happened to him? Why they fire him?
So I'm watching him last year. I think it was last year or the year before, calling college games, but he's kind of like the second, third wheel. He's not the main guy or the number 2 guy, but he's chiming in. And I'll be honest with you, bro. I thought he was doing a decent job.
Yeah, he's doing good on that podcast.
No, but he was getting better calling the college games.
Right.
Remember, his brother got into it at a youth football game. I don't know if it was a high school game or whatever.
Yeah.
And his brother, I believe, allegedly, his brother shot somebody and killed him.
Allegedly.
And he was there during the fight.
Yeah.
So they
Did his brother go to jail?
He's probably either out on bond or fighting the case right now.
Okay.
But he ain't been back on TV since. He's not calling no games this year.
Just because of that?
Because he was there, involved in that fight.
Allegedly involved.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's why I say Sanchez, no. dude, you need to be off the
He's
air.
drop dead gorgeous. I made a comment. This Sanchez should have been in the penitentiary after the butt fumble, at least on probation or something, bro. You know what I mean? And then they just reward him. But yeah, I hope that guy gets well. But you're attacking a senior citizen, bro. Like, come on, Sanchez, man. Dirty Sanchez is what somebody in the chat had called him.
Yeah, that's what we called him when he did the butt fumble.
Yeah, Dirty Sanchez.
Mhm.
All right. We got Damari Smith. I think he used to be the rep for the players. This is the same
Yeah,
guy.
DeMaurice Smith, man, look like he trying to get some rocks around the corner.
Yeah,
Allegedly.
this is the guy that your boy Chucky Gruden called Michelin lips in the emails.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was talking about this guy. So we're not saying this so you guys can pay attention to his lips. But this is some commentary, fair use, he had about Shador. And yeah. Okay, we can't hear it. Let me do this one more time there, fella. This was on the Breakfast Club. All right, let's see what happens.
Same situation.
Do you think that was
Think about it. Look, I don't know what happened. You know, I borrow this line from James Baldwin all the time. I don't know if in your heart you're a racist, but I see what you do.
He sound like you, Diesel.
Right?
You sound like
So,
James Baldwin.
I look at the way in which a young black man knelt during a preseason game, and the league turned, I believe, every gun that they had on Colin Kaepernick. And again, let's be clear, he didn't interrupt a game.
Michelin
He
lip.
didn't kneel on the field. He didn't stop the game in any way. This was all before the game, right? So no one can make an argument to me like they did during Anthem that, well, you know, this is impacting, you know, the economics of the game, or this is impacting football. No. Even if it's during the national anthem, this is before the game, right? And I got to sit in the stands. I watch guys in the stands during the national anthem by anybody, you know, pulling down or turning guns on dudes on that. They went after Colin because
That would have happened if he didn't take the stand. Right?
Is he better than Johnny Manziel?
Yeah, Shador. Now they talking.
Shador Sanders.
Johnny Manziel?
Yes.
In college?
Come on, man.
Johnny Manziel was a beast in college now.
Come on, man.
What are the chances that this dude watches football?
I like Johnny Manziel.
Yeah, Johnny Manziel he was a beast in college.
Two people, if you put them side by side, as far as who is more likely to be a pro caliber quarterback, Shador beats him to death, right? It's inexplicable for him to fall as far as he did in the draft.
Right.
You think about the number of quarterbacks that the NFL owners pull off of the draft line.
He was predicted to go first round.
So every other prognosticator is wrong and the NFL is right. No, that doesn't make any sense. I just go back to the number of quarterbacks that they pulled off that line. After you get to the middle of the second round, every one of those quarterbacks.
All right, we've heard enough of this. All right, bro.
Now I joke about DeMaurice Smith sometimes. Just joke because how he looks and talks, but
Yeah.
I always thought he did a good job.
Yeah, his voice doesn't fit his face. You wouldn't expect, like you said, you expect him. Come on, baby, I'm just trying to get a 1-on-1. You got $2? I'm out here. You want me wet? Clean your windows. You know, it does look like that.
Yeah, but I always thought he did a good job representing the players. And
he seems hella intelligent.
Oh, he is. You ain't gonna get that position if you're not. What he's saying is stuff we've already said anyway.
Yeah.
And you just get people who are naive. Even listen, when you listen to a lot of the NFL players, right? And all of the analysts and critics.
Yeah.
A lot of them who they to me they make excuses of why he didn't go that high. But if you ask them before the draft where they were picking him, And they would say, "Oh, he's my first, second, or third rated quarterback."
Yeah.
Like almost all of them. Meaning, I'm drafting him if he's this. If he's my first choice, I'm drafting him second choice because that one's gone that I wanted, or the third choice. But then after the fact, when it happens, then they're all got these excuses. Well, he didn't go because of what he was saying, and this. Kill that noise. Kill that noise. Tons of players who said things or actually done things worse before they get drafted than he did, and they still get drafted. So I think that there was definitely something going on within the NFL to ensure that he wasn't drafted higher.
Like because some collusion.
Yeah.
And then they figure out what we already knew, that your boy was stealing money and he can't throw the football anymore. Cleveland's quarterback, Flacco. And then so they don't even bump Shadura up to be the backup. He's third string behind Flacco. This makes zero sense.
No.
That's coming from the league. They don't want Shadura to come out there and tear things up.
Yeah, I wish he would have I know what his thought process was, because he could have played with the Ravens.
Yeah.
They were going to draft him. And what did they say? He turned down like $5 million or something to go there.
Yeah.
But he was looking at it like, look, Lamar's their quarterback. I want a chance to be able to start. And he figured Cleveland's situation was more open to be able to start as opposed to the Ravens. And you're not thinking of, well, if this guy gets hurt, then I can go start. No, you're not thinking that when you're getting drafted. So,
well, let's get to the renderings, bro. The Bears have released more renderings of the Arlington Heights Stadium. But then they're trying to depict how this would look on the lakefront. They need to get past that. If you're going to be on the lakefront, be on the south side, which we covered on here, southeast side over there, because you're not going to be able to build a stadium where Soldiers Field is. Let's just get past that. But these are the renderings, the latest renderings that the architect put out. And I'm going to tell you, what is this crap? I'm flat out, I'm not impressed. Let me see if I can find the images. What is this?
I don't care. I don't care where the hell they have a stadium. I'm mad.
I don't like the way it looks. Go ahead,
man.
bro.
Listen, I'm mad because my beloved Arlington Park is not there anymore.
So you're more mad about that than the fact that the team is building a fingernail painting dome stadium in the suburbs.
No, it's gonna be where my track was. That's what I'm more mad about.
Impact here
that they bought that land because they tore it down.
Makes no sense whatsoever. That's what you're more flabbergasted about.
Man,
as
it's
opposed
more
to us
sentimental
playing
to me.
In a
You
soft,
wouldn't understand it.
Closed stadium out in the suburbs, as opposed to being
somebody like you wouldn't understand it, Mr.
Papa
Post
Bear
Office,
Alice is rolling.
Post Office Rambler. I mean, you wouldn't understand the sentimental value.
Papa Bear Alice is rolling over in his grave.
Arlington International Racetrack, the place where they had the first $1 million race ever.
I hear that. I got where you come from. But, our Bears are leaving the city of Chicago and playing in a dome stadium.
The damn suburbs, man. They ain't going nowhere.
All right, here we go.
Arlington
Let's get
Park
to the
for the redevelopment is enormous. From the creation
we don't want to hear any of this. We want to get to
more than 1 million plus local villages.
If you want to be mad at somebody, be mad at them peoples of the park.
90% of it. Can't wait for it to happen.
That's who you go
The creation of more.
All right, there you go. Renderings.
Into the stadium and surrounding.
So it looks like a damn vacuum cleaner. One of those self-cleaning vacuum cleaners where you hit the button and it bumps into the wall, into the table jam, and it goes around. You like this, huh? If we wanted to come out and mimic the Las Vegas Stadium, then let's come out and mimic the Raiders Stadium. Why are we a bastion of architecture and museums and culture, and we come out and build this cheap, basic stadium here, and they're showing me the rendering like it's something fancy?
When I look at that?
What do you see?
Here they come spinning out of the turn. That's exactly what I see.
It does look like an indoor
the creation of more than
Arlington Heights.
56,000 construction jobs statewide.
I mean, they got more renderings here. They had some. I'm just saying, this is how it looks. It says stadium. You know,
look, man. The thing you need to be mad at is these damn people of the parks. They the ones who got the control over stuff. We had the Lucas Museum for Star Wars, which is going to bring tremendous amounts of money and tourists to the city.
Well, you don't know what's in George Lucas' heart.
The hell if we don't, he picked Chicago. It was done. It's them peoples of the park that start complaining.
Yeah, because they don't want our parks to be owned by billionaires, bro.
Man, it's not a question of being owned by billionaires. It's a question of what you can.
Was it going to be
there.
A public venue or was it going to be a private venue?
Exactly. Which it wasn't going to just be. Star Wars is basically a public entity, right?
Well, I don't know.
The museum. Come on, now. A museum. The same thing with Soldier Field. The whole problem is the funding and then the land that you want to do it adjacent. Man, it's just the people
don't do it down there. There's land on the south side. You can gentrify those areas. You know what I mean? You can move Pookie, Ray, and Sanchez and Juan right out of there with the tattoos all over their face.
Listen, it'll take somebody like Pritzker's okay. But it would take him to go and unravel all this stuff that them people of the parks when they cock block on anything that's trying to get done to be better.
Yeah.
But as far as Arlington Heights, man, I don't care what they do out there. Destroyed my track, one of the best tracks in the country.
It had a lot of history, all right?
Man, international. That's what Arlington International Racecourse mean. They accept the horses and stuff that came from Europe and all the other countries. I don't think no other racetrack in the country had the name International.
The Mafia did it. I'm bringing up
Fields kind of one.
Justin Fields watch. You say we don't talk. This is Justin Fields.
They just need one. He's going to try to get to the edge.
Look at his talent.
The edge is taken away, and now Fields reverses Field, and he's got plenty of room. Justin Fields sprinting, makes a cut, another cut, all the way to the end zone.
20. Let me show you where Nails would have slid at.
Now, why would you bring this for?
Get away, and now Fields reverses Field, and he's got plenty of room. Justin Fields
right Nails would have been on the ground. But we're just doing our JF1 watch. What do you mean? We do it every week. You claim we don't talk about Justin Fields only when he plays good or bad or whatever you're saying.
No, you only want to talk about it when you got clips like that. Now you
talk about it all the time.
No, you wouldn't show no clips when he threw for like 20-something yards in three plus quarters. And you know what? I watched him today.
Yeah,
I watched him today, bro.
Against Dallas.
He was the same dude.
He was 32 for 46 for 283 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Listen to what I'm telling you. He's still the same dude. I always said he's the best running quarterback in the league, right? Except for he don't accelerate real quick. He has to get going. Once he gets going, then he's top notch, right?
Bro, he's 32 for 46. And
but you ain't seen the game, bro. That's all garbage yards. All that stuff is garbage.
Now he's getting garbage.
It's garbage. Look, for 3 quarters, they scored 6 points. It was like 30-3. It's like 30-3. So all of that stuff, I'm watching their defense. Look, they're playing off. He's constantly throwing under, dunking the ball. All of that's garbage stuff, bro. I watched that game. When the game was within regular balance, 3 and out.
Uh-huh.
3 and out. I'm telling you, bro. Don't be fooled by that. All that came in garbage time. It was nothing. That's the same.
So now
stuff
now he's a garbage time quarterback, like Nails off the top.
I'm telling you.
Is that what you're saying?
He looks the same. He looks the same as he was here. He can still run.
So no progression. He hasn't got. You're saying you haven't seen. He hasn't
what's
any
more?
better.
5% better, 10% better.
I mean, you said the same. So I find it
for 3 quarters. He wasn't doing nothing. For
So
three quarters, he wasn't doing anything.
It was all his fault. They down 30-2. You can't blame the defense.
He looks the same as when he was here.
So you can't blame the defense.
Maybe a little bit better.
They're down. They gave up 30 points in the first half, and it's Justin Fields' fault. The week before that, bro, let's put these stats. Karen, can we put these stats up here? Because he says we only talk about him when he does good. The week before that, because we took a week off, he was 20 for 27 with 226 yards. And he rushed 7 carries for 81 yards, bro, and no turnovers. Like, what are we talking about here?
Against the Dolphins, whose defense is trash. We know this, right?
What are we talking about?
Again, this is like stuff he would do with the Bears. He occasionally have an okay game, have decent, just enough to make you have some hope in him, right? And then he goes today, you playing Dallas, whose defense is garbage. Nothing to write home about with Puss. Puss is the coordinator. And then you score 6 points in 3 quarters. It was really 30-3 for most of that game. Telling you, all that stuff was in the fourth quarter, and I'm watching them playing, and all them dudes are falling back. As soon as they say hike, they're going back to the first down marker. He could dunk it under for five yards, and then they can run and get another 5 or 6. But all of that was garbage time, bro.
Well,
all of that.
He's throwing. He's averaging 7.8 yards per throw. He's averaging 157 yards per game. I'm looking at season's numbers. His completion percentage is higher than Nails. He's got a 65% completion percentage, and Nails is supposed to be generational.
Yeah, but he's not throwing no balls down the field. That's what I'm saying. He's throwing everything.
And he's got a 100.1 passer rating. His passer rating is higher than Nails.
If you watch
and he's got more rushing yards than Nails. What are we talking about here?
You're not watching the games, bro.
No, I'm not. I'm not watching the games.
If you watch that game today, trust me when I tell you, it's like, dude, he's like the same guy. He might have improved a little bit, but he's like the same dude.
He's got 100 passer rating. You hate
no, you can't go by that, bro. You got to all of that's coming to get his rating or whatever. That shit's coming in garbage time.
All right.
It's almost like preseason time.
All right. Yeah. Well, which me and Ace was telling you that's where Nails' stats were coming from all last season.
Nails be
he's a Sammy Sosa of the NFL.
We see Nails perform in the fourth quarter, times when they need scores. We've seen him perform, right?
Yeah, we have.
Right. So that ain't I'm not.
But a majority of his stats came in garbage time because we lost 10 straight games and we were getting the brakes beat off of us last season.
That's his rookie year. You can throw the rookie year out.
It's the only data we got. You can't throw it. I threw
Justin Fields' rookie year out. I didn't even compare his rookie year. I'm going by everything after his rookie year. Now, you can compare Fields. Don't even compare him to Caleb because he ain't really close. It's not even close. But compare him to some of these other dudes. Compare him to some of them.
Well, I mean, we'll look at Caleb's stats. I'm just saying the guy has 100 rating, pass rating. What more do you want out of him? He's got no interceptions. You know what I'm saying, on the season, and he's rushed for another.
You're not gonna have any interceptions if you're not throwing the ball down the field. Taking. If you see a guy that's streaking down the field, but you say, I'm gonna just dump it to this guy. That's going to get you a nice fat rating, but you're not going to win no game.
All right. Can we get an FGB out of you, fella?
No, we ain't getting no. You can get a flip a JF1 upside down. How about that?
All right, I'll say it for the true Bears fans out there. FGB. Now, we had some national controversy about this, Dezo. What's your take on this, Coach BJ?
Yeah. Okay, so what did you tell them to get things going?
That it wasn't our brand of football. We're capable of a lot more, and so we're hitting the reset button here at halftime, and we're going to come back and establish our identity here in the second half.
So you need to change what you're doing.
I don't know. You think so? We're going to be just fine.
I think he misunderstood. Let's hear it again.
Okay, so what did you tell them to get things going?
That it wasn't our brand of football. We're capable of a lot more, and so we're hitting the reset button here at halftime, and we're going to come back and establish our identity here in the second half.
So you need to change what you're doing.
I don't know. You think so? We're going to be just fine.
Man, I don't see what's the big deal about that interview. I don't get it.
Yeah, they felt like he was being snippy with her, but she didn't ask a question. It sounded like she was saying, "So you need to change what you're doing." But when you look at it, she was really asking a question, but she didn't form a question. You know what I mean? And when you're intense and you're in the battlefield, like I would have probably responded the same way. You think so?
Yeah.
Genius.
I've seen there's been that. I don't even know why they brought that up. There are tons of interviews going into halftime or coming back that are 20 times worse than what he said to her. So I don't even know
it's her
what's
fault.
the big deal.
She's supposed to be a journalist. She's
Yeah,
supposed
you
to
could ask him
Yes.
particular.
So are
clear.
you saying you need to change what you're doing? Right.
Be clear about what you're
structure.
asking.
Yes. Yeah.
So what are you saying you need to change? Do you need to run the ball more,
Correct.
establish the run, or do you need to do this, or does the defense need to do that?
Bottom
Just be
line is,
precise.
in my opinion, she shouldn't be out there asking those questions.
No, but you know how the league is. They love to have a sideline reporter.
That looks like Kamala Harris.
Most of the sideline reporters are women.
They look like Kamala Harris.
Think about that. Do we have any sideline reporters that are men?
No.
Yeah, well, I remember Saragusa. Tony Saragusa used to be one.
He was great.
So there's a couple of them, but
he knew football.
Yeah, but there's not many. Most of them are women now. The majority of those sideline reporters that do questions before the half or questions out right after the half or coming back out from the tunnel.
Yeah.
So I just think it's overblown.
I agree with you 100%. And big ups to Ben Johnson. He came out, said he looked at it and he apologized. But then the lady even said that was her fault. So, they both got, I guess he should be pampering her a little more is what they're trying to say. But this is football, it's football. All right, we got the Condor, bro. And we're about
I don't know if anybody caught it after the game,
Raiders
but
now. So Nails, Caleb came out, and when the press was asking him about Max Crosby, he said he's the toughest guy he's ever played against, ever, in his life. If I was him, I would have said that was the toughest anybody's ever played against. You know what I mean? I would have qualified it a little bit because the guy had a hell of a game. But he said what he said.
That as of so far in my career, he's been one of the toughest guys I've played against.
And he didn't say one of. He didn't say one of. He said the toughest, the best. He said the best player I played against. They're going to discuss it here, and this is Crosby's response. When I played sports, that was the best game anybody's ever played against me. It's just hard to really say. You know what I'm saying? That was the toughest guy I played against because people have great games. A bum can come out there and put up 40 on you on a given night. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean he's the best player you played against. All right, but here we go. You could have played Benji Wilson on an off night. You know what I'm saying? But, rest is so. But run the tape, Karen. With my Bears gear, I saw a dude with a Crosby shirt on. This is before the game. I'm like, we're going to be chipping you. We're going to be sending the fullback. We're going to be sending two tight ends at you. I walked up behind him. He was a Latino dude. I'm like, everybody gonna be on you. That motherfucker turned around. You ain't gonna do shit. And he was right. Some bitch was right. So if he's out there listening to big ups to him, I took a selfie with him. He was like, y'all ain't gonna do shit. He was 100% right.
He didn't back down.
I'll wait till the clip.
All right.
He kept getting back up and kept trying to.
Now, he said what I said about him, that Caleb keep getting back up. Ace don't want to acknowledge that. That's why Did you hear his defense?
Yeah, it's bullshit.
It's bullshit. You need to be under control out there.
Listen, I watched a couple of games today because I don't even watch Red Zone no more. I got the ticket and I be watching these games, right? Man, there's some referee crews that all they do is throw flags all day, all game long.
Like that Dallas
the Dallas
Packers game.
The Dallas Jets game.
Yeah.
Man, they were every time I was like, shh, okay, that play just happened. Let's just wait. Let's see where the flag is. Because I know they done threw one. They're throwing them every down. What the hell game? It was a game I watched earlier. They were throwing flags like every other play. I'm like, man, this is crazy. Except when the Bears play, none of them flags are going against those teams.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
You're
it's
right.
like they're
You're right.
all on us.
You're right.
But these games I watched today, they're calling that stuff not on the line of scrimmage, illegal shit, all of that, holdings, all of it, man, and garbage calls. When I tell you calling back touchdowns, I'm like, what? And the announcers are like, that wasn't much there. I don't see why they called that there. Like,
yeah, because back in the 80s and 90s, if you way on the other side of the play holding, and it is not affecting what happened on the other side, they won't call that shit.
Oh man,
clipping is something else, hitting below or something else. But yeah, they be calling holdings where the running back or the receiver was already gone. It had nothing to do with the play. Like, why are you calling that?
Now, let me tell you what I did last week after the Raiders game. They actually put it in my feed the same way that we cover the Bears after. There's dudes out there that cover the Raiders after.
Yeah.
Right? Man, let me tell you, there was a guy, man, they were going in on Geno Smith. Like they were going in on him. Because the picks he kept throwing. And they were like, you can't beat the Bears. The Bears, they're just fucking sorry. Don't even pay attention to it.
Yeah, I hate to hear that about my. I know.
That's what they were saying. I was like, what? And it was like, the issue is Geno Smith. And that, man, they were just going in on Geno Smith, which I think he's come back down to earth. He's a valuable backup.
He is who I thought he was.
Right. He's came back.
I know
Ace
wanted to crown him, been crowned him the last couple
he's
seasons.
a valuable backup. That's about it.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be your franchise starter.
No.
Who else was that started today? He should have lost the damn game too. Wentz playing the Browns.
I know, man. I
Browns
wanted the
had the rookie, had the Gabriel starting.
Yeah.
But the Vikings shouldn't have won that game.
No, he was checking down all game.
No way in hell. No, but penalties. Man, they caught, man. Let me look at
But that's what they do. They cheat for every team in the North except for us.
Let me see how many penalties they called on that game. But these dudes were going in on the Raiders, man. I was like, damn, they worse than us.
So Max gave it up for Caleb, his toughness. You know what I mean? Said he kept getting back up. So that's good to hear.
He's tough, man. He's tough.
Yeah.
He don't stay down.
He don't get injured either.
No.
Knock on wood. He gets hurt, but he don't get injured.
Man, where can you see the damn team stats? It would have the penalties, right?
Should. Yeah.
7 for 50. The Vikings had 7 penalties for 50 yards. Cleveland had 10 for 78 yards. I know for a fact one of them plays was I think it was a touchdown that they called back.
Yeah, that's what they do. Let's go into the Bears locker room, post-game celebration, and we're gonna talk Raiders.
About that! Let me tell you something, man. That's a character win right there. Yes, sir. That is a character win. And it took all 60 minutes. Yes, sir. And you know what it took? It took belief. Yes, sir. It took belief that we were going to find a way. Because at the end of the day, gentlemen, that was 2 teams that were desperate. Yes, sir. Both teams. I give them a lot of credit, man. But you know who wanted just a little bit more? Yes, sir. Chicago Bears. That's Chicago. I got a few game balls. I just see the 2 interceptions, all right? But you talk about big-time tackle when we needed it. Let me get a little Kevin Byard there. coach said it the other week. The book on this team is that if we get the game close, we was going to lose. And what the we do today? That's the culture with, fellas. We talk about changing the culture. That's how you do it, fellas. Let's go into this bye week, man. Let's get this going, baby.
Man, we wouldn't have won that game had we not gone 4 for 4 on field goals.
And you was ready to move off the kick.
I still am.
You balled out. Look at him dancing a little jig.
Hey, man, like I said earlier in the year, I'm inspired by all you guys. You guys are the best teammates. O-line, come through every it doesn't, it's not just me. Snap, hold, HT.
Man, pause it. Man, listen, I'm still not cool with him. He can't kick a field goal over 55 yards.
That's all right. We don't need it.
No,
get down there.
listen, man, I'm trying to, all the good teams, kickers, can kick a ball 60 yards if they need it.
Man, if you're a good team, you don't need a 60-yard field goal. You
The
need
hell
to get
if you
down
don't. The hell if you
get in
don't.
field goal range.
There's a new day and age, okay?
Yeah, and they blocking those. That's why all those kicks getting blocked because every jackass is coming out there trying to kick low trajectory field goals.
They blocking
and that's
the
why
kicks
you're
because they
having
finding
more
flaws
blocks.
in their formation, okay?
This isn't a video game. You know what I mean?
Flaws in the formation, okay? If you want to depend on his ass, when you can't.
He's streaky. The only reason he's missing is because the jackass coach won't put him out there.
Over 50 yards is 60-40 the other way.
He made 4 of them over 50 last week. Three of them.
They weren't all over 50 yards.
Yeah.
That's a damn lie.
Yeah, they
damn
were.
lie.
They were, bro.
I don't believe that. Let me look it up, bro.
Yeah, look it up.
I ain't taking your word.
That's just what the coach just said before he gave him the game.
No, he said he made 4 of them. 4 of them. He didn't say which one.
Yeah, well, look it up. He's got one of the highest percentages over 50
I'm not saying
NFL history.
No, if they are, they like 51 yarders or 52.
Listen, if you got a hot, sexy offensive coordinator,
over 55
you need to be in field goal range
consistently.
Man, I'm not trying to watch them. First of all, Ben Johnson ain't gonna go for it. He ain't gonna kick a 60-yarder. He'll go for it first.
If you need to kick one, you need to be able to.
You say end of the half, end of the game.
Yeah, you got to. If the game's on the line, you can't get no closer. Hey, I got this weapon. A lot of these teams got that weapon.
Yeah, well, you don't crown them because they got big leg kickers. You go ahead and crown them.
Man, you need one in this day and age. I'm trying to tell you. Look, field goal. His first field goal last week was 51 yards.
There you go.
I'd say over 55.
Look, I said all
and he's indoors. Look, he's
over
indoors. Is 51 yards. The second one was 20. Wait a minute. No. 51. Then he did a 52.
Yeah.
43 and 46.
He was saving their ass when they was moving backwards.
Listen. If you can't kick the ball consistently past 55 yards, like here's the key. When he kicks a field goal, right? See how far it goes past the goalpost on these 40-something yards.
Man, I just want the points. I don't care about that.
I want the points too, but we ain't even gonna send them out there. We're gonna punt it. If the kick's gonna be
bring your generational punter out there and let him pin them within the 5 yards like you did last week.
Instead of giving them a goddamn extension.
Well,
unjustified extension.
He's one of the league leaders in history with percentages over 50 yards, bro.
That cocksucker can't hold none of the league leads in nothing. I don't care what he is. You can't kick the ball consistently past 55 yards. I don't need you in this day and age.
I would have brought Velus Jones in here for a flyer over this bye week and had him playing on both sides of the ball. He'd have been my poor man.
Why don't you teach him how to long snap?
He'd have been my poor man. What's the dude for the Jags? I'd have him playing some corner, and I'd have him playing some receiver. Velus Jones.
All right, man. And game on the line when we needed it most. Come on. When we needed it most. We needed someone to step up to the plate. Josh Blackwell!
I'm happy for Josh.
Hey, I'm knocking Santos, but I get a whole special teams pat last week, and even though I'm knocking him because he can't kick past 55 yards.
But he made the kicks they brought him out there for.
The ones that he made. and the special teams played well, and they were studying. He said they seen a flaw.
Yeah, but they should shut up. Why they tell the whole league that? Why they tell the Raiders so they can fix it? We could have used that flaw if they on our schedule next year or the year after. Why don't we shut up?
Hey.
Why are we giving out, proprietary information to the world?
Look. The Raiders only had 6 points today. 6 points. They got mopped. Indianapolis scored like 40 on them.
Right. While the podcasters are talking about the Bears and
ain't nothing. Right.
Yeah. The same thing we was thinking about then.
Yeah, P-Dot. Man, we going to the bye week 500, man. Let's keep stacking, man. Bring it on in. Here we go. Good, better, bad. Never let it rest. Good gets better. Good gets better. It better get better. It better get better. Bears on 3. 1, 2, 3.
All right. Culture, bro. They the culture club. Do you agree that was a culture win? I'm thinking this Washington game will be the culture win. But what do you think?
I don't know if that was a culture win. I just thought they made plays. They made some heck of a plays. Kevin Byard should have been the player of the week, defensive player of the week.
Was he?
No. They gave it to some guy with like 5 tackles or some crap.
Yeah.
Like something like that. But those picks that they were making, man, they weren't like easy picks, man. These were like things where they had to dive and jump and they covering the routes. I liked, you know what the D reminded me of last week? It was kind of like Lovey's D in terms of, they were bending, but then they would make a play.
Yeah.
And then they were bending, they make a play. Not bend, make a play. And the special teams was on point. And the offense, they did enough. The problem with our offense, bro, honestly, it's our freaking run game. That's our biggest problem. We can't run the ball consistently, successfully. Averaging 2-point-something yards a carry is not going to get it done.
Well,
that's my biggest issue is with the offense right now is the ability to run the ball. It will relieve a whole lot of pressure off of Caleb and the line and the receivers, because then the linebackers ain't falling in the coverage helping DBs.
All right. Well, before we touch on that further, we're going to go through our thread just somewhat. I started out saying they should fire Pete Carroll and hire Joe Biden. Pete Carroll's starting to look a little lost over there in the eyes. Good guy. I don't know what's in his heart, but he's getting old in the crow.
He's too loyal. Look, Gino was, he had Gino over there in Seattle. Bring him on over here. He's going to start for it. No, you should have brought him over there and he could have been your backup.
Yeah.
To back up a person that you drafted in hopes of them being your future QB.
To back up Justin Fields is what they should have had done. Now,
they could have got Fields. I don't think it would have made much difference because he is who I thought he was, but that's neither here nor there.
My next text was Caleb must have gotten the full nail set done this week because he started the game out just stinking up the place. You said tell Swift to catch the ball. He didn't even look like he tried, bro, and didn't look like he gave a fuck that he missed it. And Caleb hit it. He hit him.
Right there, bro. Right there.
And that's what I was telling you, that I'm up in his face as a quarterback, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, bro, I'll never throw you the ball again. Maybe he's doing it in the locker room. And they said Caleb has been doing that, though.
I think that when you get, and it ain't just him, this is throughout the league. When you watch these games, and if they hit you and you're open and you drop that ball, and especially like certain times in the game.
Those situations, 3rd and 3. Yeah.
It's going to be hard pressed. Look, the next time you may be open again, but I promise you, they're going to try to see if somebody else is open before you a last resort now. You're a last resort.
I said, man, and that's supposed to be the running backs plus.
That's supposed to be able to forte.
Yeah. All right. Man, I said, man, they batting his balls like volleyball. There's been some chatter about that. They said when the D lineman jumps, the offensive lineman is supposed to be punching him in his ribs and pushing him off and knocking him down. Yeah. knocking
so
them
they
down.
don't be jumping up like that.
Correct. Yeah.
It's a lot of that in the league, though, man. All of the games I'm watching today, man, Eric.
Because the whole narrative is you gotta get out quick. You drop it out. So you know what I mean? Right. So if I was a D lineman, I'd be, I'm not gonna get a sack, but I'm gonna have 14 batted balls today.
Yeah.
Then I said, SOB has got to learn how to move the D lineman with his eyes and do some pump fakes. This is a serious flaw in his game. Do you agree? The batted balls is an issue for Caleb.
I don't. The batted balls. I mean, that just happens. Either you can get more depth in the pocket, or if you step up, and if the D line ain't really rushing you. You know what I mean? You got to make a decision, and then it's going to be easier to get that throw off. And
I'm starting to think that's why he bails the pocket so much, because he's concerned about those batted balls. He's been playing a certain way his whole life.
He's been stepping up a lot more though lately, letting the two guys on the ends go past him. And what was that question that you asked? What was the question that you had just said?
The batted balls?
No, after that one, because you said that you had said something.
Last thing I remember is the batted balls. SOB has got to learn how to move the D lineman with his hands and pump fakes. This is a serious flaw in his game.
He's doing it sometimes.
Yes.
But I want him to do it where you're actually looking as if you're really gonna go to the right.
Yes.
But you come back left.
Yes. And that's gonna come when he has more mastery of the playbook.
It's a learned behavior.
And more mastery of the playbook, where you're confident that I know where Dezo's gonna be on the other side, because I know this playbook like the back of my hand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's still like, all right, not necessarily, and they all are not necessarily sure where they're, everybody's going to be. He's got to watch it play out. He's going to be getting the ball out quicker once he gets more comfortable with that playbook. And then you said, F? I don't like the play calls. And I was about to type that. And he has to recognize when they stop their rush. You were talking about Ben Johnson and Caleb.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't like what he was calling. And if they're stopping their rush, not coming all the way, like I said, that's kind of like with the stepping up in the pocket a little bit, make a decision.
I agree. And I was thinking that because you and I and even Ace, you get good Caleb and you got bad Caleb. He's streaky right now, and he's trending more consistent. But I would think a smart, drop-dead gorgeous guy, sexy new name, hot new name like Ben Johnson would be able to figure it out pretty quick. Oh, man, I don't have the hot Caleb right now. Let me, pare this down a little bit until he gets in a rhythm. Because Ben Johnson just seemed like he'd be calling any damn thing. Don't matter what's going on out there. I'm going to call the fake flea flicker.
Anything in the playbook.
Yeah. Fake flea flicker here. It doesn't matter that the last play the flea flicker got busted up. You said
he call anything, and you like, are you sure right now, coach? Are you sure? What did I call? What did I call? Okay, coach.
But he says he's still learning, the players. And then you said dude was covered too. I don't know what you meant by that. He shouldn't have thrown it that way. You were talking about Caleb.
Yeah, the guy was covered, and he still threw it that way. So I was like, why would you throw it to him? And he's covered.
Then I was thinking these are shit play calls too. And then I said on the INT, the running back was wide open. He was wide open, but I know what you're saying. Caleb probably was like, some bitch gonna drop it. He was, but he was right in the sight of Caleb. Like, if Caleb's looking at the receiver here, the running back was right here. Like, he was right in the sight, bro. And that was a third down play.
Yeah, he's like, we ain't about to fuck with this dude no more, man. But he messing up my whole game plan.
And you said the receiver was open on that same play to the left. And then you said effing Komet dropping the ball.
Oh my God. Hit him right there in the chops. Right there. Matter of fact, I think we were in the red zone too. when he dropped that ball, or it would have put us like right there. I'm like, man, this dude, man, Komet, he's about the most inconsistent guy that's overrated for his position.
I agree. And then we got into a back and forth about Nails looking for his butt buddy Rome, predetermining where he's going sometimes. And this is the only reason why I didn't want that receiver who went back to San Diego last year, because he was doing that with him, and we spent a whole season with him. Yeah, developing a relationship with Allen, who was a rental. He could have gotten all that out of his system with Rome last year, and with DJ Moore last year. You know what I mean? And this year they'd be a lot more, on the same page,
more up to par.
Yeah. You said we need a new kicker. Would have been 57-yard attempt, and we punted.
Yep. That's my whole point right there. That would have been 3 points or an attempt at 3. And he's like, oh, we want no parts of that. We know his limit is like 53 indoors.
Yeah. Punt the
indoors.
Ball. Punt. I ain't got no problem punting.
But the Raiders
not like
kicker,
you analytics guys.
The Raiders kicker, let me see, what was his longest kick in that game, if he had one?
I don't know, but he was coming out there for a 55-yarder and got it blocked.
Yeah, 29 was his longest. Otherwise, it was touchdowns. So
then I had a note: the QB can't get a sack there, so we kept getting the ball on their side of the field, and then started going backwards. That's when we were talking about the play calls. You know what I mean? We just started going backwards, bro. And then there was one play on third. Caleb took that sack. He cannot take a sack there. He's worried about throwing interceptions, which I respect about his game. There are times, bro, that taking a sack right there is as good as an interception.
Yeah. It's a learned thing. He got to keep learning. Like, hey, and you got to stay on him when he does it.
You do. That's Ben Johnson got to tell him, hey, you can't take a sack here. If you take a sack here, I'm putting in Tyson Bagent. He's got to tell him that in a little 15 seconds to get to talking. You're right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got to tell him.
Be like, what the hell are you thinking? You can't do that shit right here.
Yep.
No, I don't care. No.
You got to tell him before the play, whatever you do, don't take a sack here. Then you said he don't trust Komet.
No, the hell don't.
And then I said he's got to get over it. We left 6 points on the board, and you said tell Cunt to catch the ball. And then I said, well, Caleb's the QB. We better get points on this drive or pull his ass. We'll put it that way. I had something in there I don't want to repeat on YouTube. And then Diesel said the quarterback's messing up too, but they got to catch the ball. And I said, I agree, but next play mentality, they better check Crosby's piss at halftime. He's juiced up. He was on meth or something, man. Fentanyl. He had something going on in there, in my opinion, allegedly.
some amphetamines.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he was like somebody.
He reminds me of. Remember the
somebody
dude,
on Skid Row in L.A.
No, the way he plays. Remember the Jared Allen.
Okay.
Remember him?
Yeah.
Like kind of like halfway crazy, but always geeked
I
up.
think he's patterning his game off of that dude. He's got a little brother that's playing right now.
Oh, is he?
The defensive lineman, he played for Pittsburgh, I think. He was really, really good. Was it Pittsburgh? But his brother's real good too. Maybe his brother's on Pittsburgh. It's a family. It's a family of defensive ends. One of them was leading the league. Pink guys. Man, damn. You'll think of his name. The little brother's playing right now.
Oh, you thinking of Watt?
Yeah, he reminded me more of TJ Watt or JJ Watt.
JJ Watt.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in terms of you probably don't remember Jared Allen real well, but he had the same kind of motor.
Mm-hmm.
He was like geared up all the time.
Yeah, that dude doing his thing. He was doing his thing out there. You said they're not even chipping him, and Cunt looks like he's ready to fumble.
Now if they would have another pass to him and he was running, they were gonna pop him and he was gonna get the ball up. I'm gonna tell you what slowed Crosby down was when they put them rookies in at the tackle spots.
Mm-hmm.
They was blocking.
And he was probably a little tired too because he plays every down.
Yeah, they was blocking.
Yeah,
he was holding their own.
I'm not taking away from them, and I want everybody to know, but he plays every down. I think it's like anything else because he got wore down, man. The little whatever steroid he took or something, the juice wore off on him. I said call a draw play, and this was after we kept blowing points, and it was like 3rd and forever, and they called it, and they got stuffed. And you said that was a BS call. And I replied, that's because they don't sell shit. It's like they don't practice it. That draw play.
Listen, you can run a draw with some even keel minded running backs. Okay. You can't run that stuff with a guy who doesn't even got no quick. You can just wait, get the ball, find the hole, accelerate. That ain't.
You're right. They could have ran that draw play to Mununga. He would have been better.
He got
off.
more acceleration to me than DJ Swift.
Yeah, and he moves forward more. He'd have got you the 6 yards you needed, 7 yards you needed to go for a field goal. But your boy Swift ran right into the back of the lineman and got stuffed on a draw play. I've never seen anything like it.
It's almost like the butt fumble. Boom.
And then you said that wasn't a hold. I can't quite remember that. Oh, I do remember that play. Yeah. I believed it was, but it should have been a no call.
I looked at it again, and it wasn't no hold.
Yeah. Let me see. All right. We got bad Caleb right now. This is me. And bad O-line right now. Got to coach accordingly. D values, drop dead gorgeous, smart for smart offensive coordinators. D values dog for smart offensive coordinators. Comment I made. I don't know why. And you said just the team for him to break out against. And then I said
Genty. Yeah. He was running like he was crazy.
Well, they let him get his crazy man's his serial killer stance back. They had changed his stance. You saw he was standing back there like he wasn't set. That's the way he played his whole life. And some jackass, when he got to the pros, made him change his stance. But his first game to be able to stand and look crazy again, that's when he went crazy.
Now let's see what he did today.
Yeah.
Like I said, the Bears are the perfect team for you to break out of a slump.
Oh, yeah. Just like I said, Jaden Daniels will be back for the Bears game. We don't get such luck. And
14 carries for 67 yards is what he did today.
Yeah, but that ain't so bad.
It ain't that it's so bad.
That's 4 yards a pop.
His longest run was 12 yards.
Yeah.
And trust me, that's out of the context of the game because it was 20-3 at halftime.
Right.
So most of his runs that he probably got were the defense was playing the pass because you down 20-3.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, just like
Jonathan Taylor for the Colts.
Yeah.
Who I love. I just he does get hurt, it seems, every season for a few games. 17 rushes, 66 yards, 3 touchdowns.
And the local media was picking up on this. I made a comment. The fact that our running backs have sucked and Roshan hasn't gotten a carry is baffling to me. They finally started to talk about that a little bit around the local media cycles.
You got to. I mean,
he hasn't gotten a carry.
The reason that you got to bring it up is because it'd be different if the only people that's been getting carries are Swift,
Mununga and Swift.
Mununga and Swift. Them the only two. I haven't seen any other backs that
Homer,
did well
none of them.
in preseason.
None.
Or Roshan.
They're fresh. Right.
So to me, like, look, Monungai, like I said, remember I was saying before the season started from preseason, he should be our little short runner, the short distance, because he got some power with his little acceleration.
Yeah.
But the number one running back can be anybody else other than Swift.
Of us having a rookie running back that give me some sort of hope that we drafted down in the thing. We spent all the whole damn season messing around with him, and then next season, Monungai won't get a damn carry. Do you know what I'm saying? This is what the Bears do.
I think of the other running backs they could have drafted outside of Roquan or Roshan. Yeah. Man, just I'd be puzzled by some of these picks, man. I really
AI is making his picks, man. The AI. I said DJ Moore was open for a TD. You said you saw that too, but I think his guy was coming off him when the ball was in the air.
When I seen a replay again, the guy who was over this way, because you seen what I seen.
Yeah.
But there's another guy over there who was coming off his guy coming towards him.
Yeah.
So I think that's why he didn't throw it to him.
It is, but I'm like, man, one-on-one with that random bum corner. I don't know who these corners are. Like, there's knowing your personnel. All right, if that's Sanders, Deion Sanders, or somebody like that, no, I'm not throwing it. But if that's some random bump, sometimes, bro, they be on their fourth backup cornerback, and they'll have some random bum on these guys, and he ain't taking a chance. Go at them guys like the NFL go after our players when they be like, Milz is fifth cornerback. He's out there now. You know what I mean? He's over 50. They're going to go at my ass. The Bears don't do it, bro.
No, they don't. I mean, as soon as you see something, a player go down, the real good teams, they attack them immediately.
For the whole game, don't they? They test them out. So you were frustrated at this point. Give Bilbo a shot and see what he does. I was right there with you, and that's right around the time when your boy Caleb, when his
started playing.
Yeah, because they probably had discussions about that in front of his ass on the sideline. They probably had Bilbo warming up. You know what I mean? They probably something he heard in his helmet. But yeah, he started balling. Yeah. Looks like Swift tried to strip the ball from DJ Moore. Did you see that play? It looked like Swift was trying to. Yeah. It's something wrong with him. They got to check him for CTE, and I'm not wishing it on him.
Oh, man.
And then I said Caleb is a retarded, definitely LD. You said yes, he is. And then you said he finally stood in there amid the pressure and delivered a strike. That was a beautiful ball. And he threw it with anticipation.
Yeah. It wasn't one of his open and fight. No, he threw it like expecting that receiver to come there and meet the ball.
Somebody pissed him off, probably.
And it was heat all around.
Somebody pissed him off. Either DJ Moore or BJ pissed him off. Let that ball go, because it came out like a rocket. It was perfect too. It was nothing the defense could do.
Nothing, absolutely nothing. Just perfect.
And then I said Butch Stud is supposed to make that tackle. That's when the running back caught the ball at the 5, and he had a wide open. All he had to do was tackle the guy, and he let him wiggle out of there and get a touchdown. Butch Stud, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stevenson ball though. Y'all wanted to cut him.
No, listen, what do I always say? He's always there, right there to make a play. He's just got to make the plays. He's always usually right there.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. You said definitely need to give Roshan a chance when you have negative yards rushing in the first half again. That's what I'm saying. I just want to see what this kid can do for craps and giggles.
Hey, man, your boy Saquon he having a bad year, bro.
Hey, it's that is he on the cover of Madden? It might be that Madden curse.
I don't know what it is, but look, last week he ran 19 times for 43 yards. That was last week. This week, where is he at? He ran 6 times for 30 yards.
They might be hiding an injury. You said the buffoonery Bears. Ace said WTF. And then Ace said Roshan can bang on special teams, but not on offense. And then he said, got to make that tackle. You said them MFs can't tackle worth of crap. Ace said D-line and backers stink. Diesel said F them backers. Ace said they don't practice tackling. No, you can't do anything in practice anymore, Ace. And then Diesel said F the D-line. And then Diesel said the Bears lucky it ain't no show today because I would be going in on most of the team. And then Ace said 140 million between the ends, and they're not even blowing wind the direction of Geno. Ace said holding on, the field goal, no call. Ace said cut Komet point shaving. Man, he had 3 or 4 pre-snap penalties, bro.
He's I told you, he's the most inconsistent, overrated tight end in the league.
Got to add overpaid.
Overrated and overpaid.
Yeah. Yeah. And you notice whenever
our defensive line get no sacks and the linebackers don't tackle worth a damn.
And when Cole Kmet gets hit, he always get broke up. Like, I see other tight ends, they know how to protect their body. They know how to be a mem when they go down. Cole Kmet, he tries to look like a maybe running all stiff, and they be rocking him up, and he be shook up every time he gets stopped.
He looks like he's going to go to the tent after every play.
Yeah.
Every play.
And then I said the ends ain't containing the edge either, man. They give up the edge like it ain't nothing. I don't know if this is a scheme thing. Man, they was letting guys run around the edge. I'm like, ain't nobody containing the edge. That's your job. Ace said Caleb slid and had 20 more yards up the middle. That's your man's. And I said 14 was holding again. I said if this wasn't the Raiders, the refs would have called it on them. That's when we got that rushing touchdown, I think. He said exactly. I said Komet is dumb and lazy. Now, you don't hear that commentary about white players normally. I said he's dumb and lazy. He's got to touch that guy because that ball was still live on that 2-point conversion. You remember that 2-point conversion INT?
Yeah.
We have a history of this in our organization where guys think this is college football and they're not touching people when they're down on the ground. And they got up and ran. It was a bad the refs blew that.
Yeah.
Thank God.
It's awareness. If you were playing Madden, it's the awareness of your players.
Yes.
Go grab the ball, follow the ball. If it's a fumble or something, you can be there to possibly recover it. That type of stuff, man. It's awareness. You got to be aware.
Yeah, I said Nails is tough closing out games. Let's go Cowboys. A said Sunday Night Football, and I hate both of these teams tonight. Go Cowgirls. I called the quarterback Nails in the Bears chat, and it's catching on like wildfire. Probably should have trademarked it. And let's see here. All right, that's all we had for that. That was our in-game live feed that we go through. It helps us manage. But you mentioned, let's talk defense, man. Anything good jump out at you?
The secondary, like I said, the defense.
They ball. Yeah,
it reminded me of a Lovey team where
bend don't break.
Bending, but then you make plays.
Mm-hmm.
You keep bending and you make some plays. Mm-hmm. The only difference, though, Lovey's teams usually had a pass rush.
Damn right they did.
Out of the front four, because he didn't want to blitz, although we did, occasionally blitz when Ron Rivera was the coordinator.
Yeah.
But this team with no pass rush, and then your linebackers ain't the greatest tacklers in the world. At least our secondary was playing.
Who was your
number one?
Who was your defensive MVP?
I'm giving it to Byard, a close second to Tariq Taunton Stevens. Yeah. Remember he taunting the crowd at Washington?
Yeah. It wasn't his fault. Yeah. Coaches should have called a timeout.
Yeah.
Coaches should have called a timeout. One of the players, they watching him. You know what I mean? Like, who was the captain of the team? This we don't want to relive that. Yeah, I agree with you. I'm gonna go with Bayard. What about your defensive MVP for the first quarter of the season? Can you even name? Can you even name?
I don't think it is one.
Tyreek. But that's hard because he was horrible the first two games.
No, he ain't. It ain't.
Remember, he was leading the league. They had a perfect quarterback.
If I gave it to anybody, it might be that dude Sue off the bench. He's the only linebacker.
He's been starting.
Plays with some.
He's been starting because dude's been hurt.
I don't think he started this past week.
Well, who started? Because dude's been hurt. He says,
I don't know. They still be having him coming off the bench. Let me look real quick. I can tell you if he started.
I thought he was the replacement for DJ Edwards. TJ Edwards, whatever his name is, all these initials. Damn, who would I pick? MVP. Oh, your boy coming back. Austin Booker coming back. That should help. He was balling in the preseason.
Oh, yeah. That'll definitely
help. Bro, can we name a What?
No, there ain't really been one, man.
Butch Stud?
No.
You just can't give it to him?
I'm
gonna say Edmonds. I'm gonna have to go with Edmonds. I gotta pick somebody.
No, man, no.
He had a 19 tackle game. He got his 2 picks.
Hold on, let me see. Where is that?
I mean, this is terrible that you can't. All right, offense.
All right, so last week.
Yeah. Noah Sewell. Yeah, he's starting for Edwards.
Is he?
Yeah.
He had 5 total tackles.
Total?
Yeah. 1 tackle for loss, 1 sack. 1 solo, 1 tackle for loss. Edmonds had 11 total tackles. Bayard had 7, Stevenson 6.
Edmonds be
padding
his stats. He don't come in there until the guy's already about to be tackled. Nothing he does helps bring anyone down out there. But go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I can't tell if he was starting or not, but I don't know.
Well, offense. So you already mentioned the running game was subpar. I'm not going to argue with that.
14 carries, 38 yards. That's your boy, Swift. 2.7 yards a carry.
He's been doing that for the last 3 seasons.
Manungai, he's full of Manungai. 4 carries, 18 yards, 4.5 a carry. You can start him over Swift for all I care. And I mean that.
Yeah, but maybe by now you can. They learning a lot. The rookies are still, all this stuff is so new to them. You know what I mean? When you're a veteran and you're learning a new offense,
hey man, how long
a lot of it is repetitive.
You're gonna get some OJT because
that's what I'm saying.
Our running game ain't nothing.
Well, I'm saying that's probably why he wasn't out there the first quarter of the season, because it's a lot on his plate. They kept saying that too. It's a lot on these rookies' plates, bro.
Yeah, well, they're hungry, so give them more. Put a dessert on the plate.
So the running game, Rome's out there. My comparison for him is Terrell Owens. Looks good out there, runs good routes, gets open, but he'll drop some balls.
Yeah, he's just like T.O., man.
Yeah.
That's why T.O. ass wasn't the first ballot Hall of Fame. Too many drops.
And they didn't like his attitude because he still should have been a first ballot Hall of Famer in my opinion.
Well, his attitude was secondary. I don't even bring to me the NFL's Hall of Fame. I don't know what's harder to make first ballot. Probably baseball.
Yeah, baseball.
But for me, T.O., he's no doubt a Hall of Famer, but just too many drops, bro. Too many. When I hear people like, "Oh, he's in my top 3 or 4," I'm like,
yeah, he's definitely in my top 5, even with the drops.
Not mine. Nah, man. Nah, you got to. Hey, man, you got.
He run after the catch.
I don't like.
He was knocking people over.
I can't
playing injured.
To me, you must do each sport.
You got to catch the ball.
No, but I'm saying each sport.
Yeah.
By errors. I don't mix eras. I think it's disrespectful to the players who played before certain players in a different time.
Yeah.
Because rules can change. The
Yeah.
stuff you've been taking to grow up can change.
Yeah.
I in all sports, I've came to that conclusion. Like, look, man, even in music, man, people be like name your 5 rappers or whatever. I'm like, dude, I can't. You got to do that based on eras. I mean, if you press me, but I'm gonna do it by like location, so to speak. You don't have to say East Coast, West Coast, South, Midwest. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can't try to compare all of those because to me it's different types, almost like subgenres within the whole scope. But
So
same
you
for football, baseball, basketball, I don't want to know. Give me the era, and then we can say who's your tops.
one thing that's clear is Ben Johnson don't like Braxton Jones. And I wasn't a Braxton guy. You guys kept saying, oh, the PFF, and he was serviceable. No. But Ben Johnson does not like Braxton. So for whatever reason, he pulled Braxton out of the game, bro. And he was a healthy scratch because he's holding his helmet. What you think that was, man? Is he done?
I think it was, let me see what these rookies can do, and the rookies perform. Them
They
rookies
did.
perform. They perform. So I'm the same way with the running back position.
Right. That's what I've been saying.
Not that hard. Not that hard.
Just see what a guy can do. Give him a chance. If he doesn't do it, you can go back to Swift.
What did I remember I was watching Maurice Claret 30 for 30.
Yeah.
When he was at Ohio State. So this when he got his first start there, and they weren't running for nothing. This is just one game now. First, they ain't running for nothing, getting stuffed, probably averaging a couple of yards a carry. And the coach told him, he said, "Listen, if you don't do nothing this series, I'm gonna let one of the other guys play the next series. We just got to get something going with the run, right?" And he breaks one within that next series, breaks a long run, and then kept like breaking.
Yeah, you got a lot of fire under their ass.
But that's what I mean by it's not going to hurt to give another person a try, even if it's only for a series or two.
See what they can do.
See, let them see if there's anything there that we
you might have a Thomas Jones. You might have a Thomas Jones sitting there on the bench.
Yes.
So offensive MVP of that game, who you got? Going with Caleb?
Offensive MVP.
You going with Caleb? I'm gonna look at some stats too. Bears, Raiders.
For that game.
Offensive MVP.
No, I'm not giving it to Caleb because he was struggling at first. So
he was 22 for 37, 212 yards, 1 TD, 1 interception, and he
was struggling, but I thought the play calling wasn't helping him either. I'm actually going to give it to the ends that came in there. I think they had the 2 rookies playing left tackle, right tackle. And they were holding their own against that Raiders pass rush. So I'm going to give it to them.
You giving it to them, huh?
To the 2 tackles, the left and the right tackle that came in that game. And they held it down enough so we could come back in that game. Caleb only had got sacked one time.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna roll with Caleb. Now I was hard on him, but he closed it out and got hot when it mattered and balled out. You know what I mean? It's hard not to give it to a quarterback. If it's not Caleb, I don't know, because he distributed even through these receivers. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd probably go with one of the linemen, but I'd probably go with Joe Tooney because you never hear his name.
I mean, the line played. I mean, to me, it hasn't been every now and then the center's been making a mistake. the high price center that we got. But
I
the
know.
guards, to me,
Well,
have been okay.
Well, that one Caleb said was his fault when the ball got behind him. Somehow
No.
Caleb, the timing was off.
Okay. But the question's always been like these tackles at the same time. But Wright is Wright got hurt or something, right?
He didn't play that whole game. He got hurt the week before.
Yeah. So them rookies they had out there, man, I give that to them.
We had Wright out, and I guess Cole Kmet, he might be points. He might have said, you know what, I got to do all the pre-snap penalties because we ain't got down there Wright to take some of the pressure off me today. Him and Wright probably point shaving.
Probably.
Caleb's play. What would you grade his play that game?
C. Flat out C. Struggled. But again, I thought the play calling was helping him struggle.
Yeah,
then
he
got his act together, and he came through when we needed it. And even if they would have kicked that field goal, it was still like 43 seconds on that clock.
And with the new kickoff rules, we should have had the ball back in a good position, and we had timeouts.
Yeah. So even if they would have made that field goal, I still think that we had a chance to.
But you got that soft leg kicker.
Yeah, and that's what that comes back to. You got to get too damn close for him. You got to get You got to get to the 30. You get to the 30, it's a 47-yarder.
Right. He'll nail that.
Another team, all we got to do is get to the 40 to have a chance.
Yeah, or the 37. Yeah.
40 is 57 yards.
Yeah.
So, with us, got to get 10 more yards. So, yeah, man.
Give him a grade for the first quarter of football.
For who? Which one?
Caleb. So for that game, I'm going to give Caleb a B because just win, baby. But for the first quarter of the season,
I give him a C plus. Because he struggled in some games, like we shouldn't have lost the damn game to the Vikings.
Man, that's hurting us, bro.
And he's had some. The Detroit game, he didn't play that bad, but again,
he's getting better though with his body language. Even BJ was like, he's spitting them plays out quicker. He's getting them out of the huddle. I could see something growing in him.
Yeah. I give him.
That's why he went from halter top to nails. It may come a point where I just call him Caleb. We'll see. But he's nails. He's hard as nails, and he's soft as nails. It's a double entendre. All right, but what grade did you give him for the quarter? A C plus?
Yeah, C plus.
All right, I agree with that. I will agree with that. But he's and the reason I'm hesitating is because I want to say B minus because it's a whole new system and blah blah blah. But I'm gonna roll with the C plus. What was the keys? We can't do that until next week. All right. Coaching grades. Let's start with the defensive coordinator. What are you grading the defensive coordinator? Dennis Allen.
B.
Yeah, they held him to 24 points.
Yeah, it's a B because we don't have no pass rush. Tackling is still suspect.
We had a lot of injuries on that side of the ball.
Guy ran for over 100 yards.
A lot of injuries, bro.
But we got turnovers.
Yeah, and we got a lot of injuries. Kyler Gordon was out. Jalen Johnson was out. TJ Edwards was out, and there was one more person.
Well, who the hell is your strength and conditioning coach? I mean, come on, man. The same guy, what's his name? He's not even going to play this season. Jalen Johnson, probably.
Well, if we're playing for something, they might bring him back at the end of the year.
Man, no, because then if he gets hurt again, everybody know why did you
It's a disaster into the next season.
Yeah.
True.
So, no.
So you gave Allen a B. Okay. All right. I'm not going to push back on that. What about special teams? You already crowned them
special
earlier.
Teams was A. Special teams was an A, and we only talking about this game.
Right.
Yeah, so I gave the Dennis Allen a B minus because again, you had a 100-yard rusher. He hadn't rushed for 100 yards yet.
And he had a career game, 200.
He finds that against the Bears, but they couldn't pass against us.
But they couldn't pass against us.
Well, who the hell is your strength and conditioning coach? Okay. I mean, come on, man. The same guy, what's his name? He's not even going to play this season. Jalen Johnson, probably.
But they couldn't pass against us.
They could pass because we wasn't getting no pass rush. It's just
But we
our
shut that down.
secondary made plays. Secondary made plays.
They had 117 passing yards and 240 yards rushing.
Yeah, the secondary made plays. 240 rushing. That's a problem.
That's terrible. All right, so I agree. B-, and I'll go with you. I'll go A- special teams, maybe B+, but I'll go A-. What about your offensive coordinator, your hot, sexy new name, Ben Johnson?
Ain't nothing sexy about him. I tell you
your
that.
best is best, and your good is gooder, and you
C. That's all I give him is a C.
He did the fake stumble bump.
I don't like the plays he was calling, primarily in the first half.
I don't like the personnel usage more so than the plays.
That too. I said in the first half. Second half, his play calling was better.
Yeah, it was.
But the personnel that he's putting in his packages,
yes,
we've been questioning that since the season started.
Yes. He's got a little feather.
He went games where he wasn't using Luther Burton. He wasn't using the rookie tight end.
It'll be 3rd and something, and he'll draw up the first option for like Oz Amazius or some ancillary player, and it's like, man, draw that up for Rome or DJ. Let's draw that up. That's what they're here for. Sometimes let's do it. You know what I mean? I'm not saying all the time they'd be onto it, but sometimes. All right. So you gave him a C.
Mm-hmm.
We won the game, so that always weighs better for me. I'm going to give him a C+. All right, head coaching, his game management.
C-.
You're hard on BJ. It sounds like you wanted Harbaugh in here.
I don't know. Hell no. I don't like Harbaugh. I've never liked Jim Harbaugh since he was drafted by the damn Bears. Never liked him. Thought he was an overrated ass quarterback. Is he a decent head coach? Yeah,
he's a good motivator.
But he wears out his welcome everywhere he goes.
Yeah, well.
Everywhere he's went as a head coach, he's got into it with the upper management and got himself right out of town.
He's quirky. Him and
forget quirky. You see what he just did at Michigan? But you get to run to the NFL and avoid any kind of cost.
Because he's white.
Yeah, so I mean, forget that dude. I don't like him. I'm glad he didn't come here. I don't ever want him as the head coach.
So coach, head coach, I'll give it. We won the game, so I'm gonna go B-. All right, let's do those same grades, but we're doing it for the quarter. First 4 games of the season, Dennis Allen. What grade does he get?
A D+.
I'm not going to argue with that. What about the special teams coach, the color?
A D+.
What about the offensive coordinator, hot, sexy new name, Ben Johnson?
A D+. All of them get a D+. And I mean it. I can stand on it. And I can tell you want me to explain. Pick one you want me to explain.
I'll push back on the Ben a little bit. I'll give Ben. I'll give him a C+. I'll push back on that. Head coaching for the quarter.
A D+.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're hard.
It's not. It's like they don't get no. You don't get no perks for sitting there with your hands folded until the bell rings. No, you got to. Yeah, you got
Yeah, but you know we got a couple wins here. You know what I mean?
It's a couple of wins, but I'm looking at the overall picture. You cost us the first game of the year. You get primarily blown out in Detroit. You had all off season, preseason to work your way to get your personnel ready for the stuff that you want to call.
Right, but he caught off the bus talking about, I won't know who this team is until the bye week. What? You know what I mean? That was pissing me off when he was saying that during camp. Like, what are you looking at in practice all day? You've been coaching against these players every year, preparing for them when you was at Detroit. You should know who these guys are.
Yeah. So all of them guys get a D plus for various reasons because we could actually be so much better. Dennis Allen, oh my God. This dude, man, he doesn't, the defense doesn't even look like one of his ran defenses. I don't see them guys aggressively on the line, threatening the
Told
blitz
you, because he ain't got the personnel.
Well, then get the damn dudes from the preseason who were playing like they were worthy and put them out there, man.
We're getting Gordon back. We're getting TJ Edwards. These are two starters that flirted with Pro Bowls, bro. We're getting so that's gonna help a lot.
I don't like none of them linebackers but Sewell.
You don't like Gordon the nickelback?
I said linebackers.
Right. But all right, but we're still adding Gordon. That should help.
Gordon availability. I need you available. Your name means nothing if you're never available.
Right. Quarterback. Who's your
Christian McCaffrey? Never available.
Who he's balling? They're using him now. Quarterback.
He'll be hurt in a week or so.
Who's your quarterback of the week? We haven't done this all year. We're talking Raiders week.
Carrot Top.
Okay, yeah.
See what he did?
Yeah, I'll give you Carrot Top. And you guys, we're talking about Sideshow Patty Mahomes. Sideshow Bob, Patty Mahomes. All right, we can agree with that. Quarterback of the week. Who's your quarterback of the quarter? It would have been Action Jackson, but they losing and now he's hurt.
Man, it definitely wouldn't have been him for me.
Bro, he's got the highest passer rating in NFL history.
That's history. That ain't this season. I've watched their games. He be turning the ball.
His passer rating was like 108 before he got hurt.
He turns the ball over, fumbling. He ain't like he used to be. Remember I told you, I said he not as fast as he used to be, not as quick.
Let me go to their stats. But go ahead.
But it ain't just the stats, bro. I get it. He's a much better passer and all of that.
Yeah.
But when you watch the games, you be like, this motherfucker throw the ball. Look, it's no different than how we hardly criticize any Bears quarterback when we watch them play. If you watch these games and see these players who are your favorites just on their name recognition.
This guy's rating, he's got 130.5 rating. He's throwing for 869 yards. He's got 72% completion percentage. He's averaging 9 yards a pass. He's averaging 217 yards a game. And let's see, you're talking about turnovers. He's only got 1 interception versus 10 picks. Running the ball, he's got another touchdown. He's got, I don't know about fumbles. Let's see if fumbles. He's got 0 fumbles. We talking about the guy's been balling. It's the Harbaugh. You hate the other guy. They need to fire his head coach Harbaugh and get somebody a hot, sexy new name in there.
Nah, bro. Lamar be messing up too, man. It ain't just. I'm trying to tell you, it's situational stuff. If you watching the games, he ain't been all hunky dory, bro. He is not. No sir.
So you're saying he's learned how to pad his stats like, say, a LeBron James?
No, I ain't saying that. He still balls, but it's like crucial situations and things. He's making mistakes.
Holding on to that, but I know he's getting sacked a lot. He's getting sacked at the break.
Yeah, he's making
Milz was getting sacked last year.
Making mistakes, cost him the game. He started scrambling too much, got himself hurt. Now you out.
So who's your quarterback of the quarter? I would have gone with Jackson based on stats, but they're 1-4, so I really can't.
No, I wasn't going with him.
I'm going with Jalen Hurts.
No,
much maligned. They're 4-0.
Oh my God, they lost today.
Did they?
Home to Denver. Yes.
They lost to Drake May.
Denver.
Yeah, but we were going by first 4 games.
Bo Nix.
Bo Nix. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see that game. Go ahead.
Trying to think what other black quarterbacks are out there.
It's a bunch of them. None of them balling.
I'm trying to think who's all out there. The quarter.
Okay, list NFL black QBs. this season, they went historic.
Okay, so let's see here.
Jalen Hurts, you got to go with Jalen Hurts, man. You got Jordan Love, Justin Fields. You going with Justin Fields? I gave you his stats earlier. He's got a 100 passer rate.
Hell no.
You going with Milz?
This cocksucking Fields.
You going with Milz? You got Jaden Daniels who's been hurt.
No, it's either, you know what?
You got Spencer Rattler, Patty Mahomes, Russell Wilson, Bryce Young, Caleb Williams.
Give it to Mahomes. I'm gonna get, because half of the time his receiving core was hurt, half of them, and he was still playing well, and they were trying to write the Chiefs off. So I'll give it to him, and if you want to throw in Jordan Love with a close right there with them,
you're going with Pat Mahomes, bro. After one, Patty Mahomes has a 94.2 passer rating, bro.
I don't care what his rating is. I watched the games.
61% completion percentage, bro.
Bro, you got to watch the games,
man. His average
pass
is 6.6 yards a thing, man.
Hey, listen. You know what you sound like? You know what you sound like? A fucking analytical.
No, I'm not. But
that's
I'm saying.
You sound like an analytical. An analytical is one who always refers to stats.
Well, I mean, this is the data.
Now listen.
You saying watch the games? They're 2-2.
They were 0-2, and everybody was writing them off. And
just
even
like the Bears. So you might as well give Caleb Williams.
If you watched those first two games, they were like one possession games. They lost to the Chargers in Mexico, like one possession, and the Eagles. They lost when Travis Kelce dropped the ball in the end zone.
Nils has a higher rating than him. Nils has a 97.8 passer rating. He's averaging more yards per game, 231.8 yards per game, 7 yards per pass, 8 TDs, only 2 picks, 927 yards, but 63% complete.
Analytical. You're an analytical.
Well, you're going with Mahomes. I'm going with Hurts. And how can I be an analytical? Hurts don't have great stats this year.
No, he doesn't. But I don't.
But I'm going with him.
You go with him. I ain't telling you who to pick.
But you're saying I'm just picking these off stats. I'm not. I'm picking off success rate.
Yeah, overrated. Their whole offense has been overrated. They've been winning because of their special teams and luck. That's exactly why they've been winning games.
Luck? Are you kidding me?
Yes.
They're the returning Super Bowl champs.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts has a 101.5 passer rating.
You ain't watched their games, bro. If you throwing for last week, how much did he throw for?
I don't know, but he's throwing for 152 yards per game this season.
That's how much?
152. Justin Fields is 157 per game.
Yeah, that's not a lot, bro. That's not a lot.
No, it's not. But he's 70% completion percentage.
Yeah, when you're dinking and dunking, that's not a lot, bro. I mean, come on, man.
Now, Saquon is struggling.
Yeah, very much. Last week, now I get Hurts. He's been rushing the ball. Last week, he threw for 130 yards. His rating's 104.
He had 0 yards in the second half.
Exactly. And that's my point.
But they got the W.
But it's sometimes, listen, but we're talking about the position itself, right? So we're talking about the position. He ain't been no MVP of the black quarterbacks the first quarter, to me.
I'm giving it to him. When it's time to make a play, he makes a play to win the game. But they lost today, huh?
Yeah, they lost today.
Who they lose to, you said?
Denver, at home.
Yeah, let me pull that game up. Denver Eagles. I want to see what happened. Look at some stats.
Oh, I watched the game. Primarily, I watched like the ending of it. They Denver had the ball, went down, kicked the field goal, took the lead. And then they they had the lead, and I think they went and kicked another field goal.
And Denver scored 18 in the fourth quarter. They were down 17-3. Wow. Yeah. That's on the defense. You can't blame that on Jalen Hurts.
I'm not saying that. I didn't say today's game was his fault. I didn't say that.
Yeah.
I'm saying overall for the first quarter of the season, he has not been the reason they've been winning their games. It's been special teams and timely plays by their defense that's caused them to win the games that they have won. Why do you think that the critics have been on them saying, hey, man, listen, have they been winning? Yes, finding ways to win. But what they've been doing don't look good.
Well,
offensively,
you're crowning Patty Mahomes. The Chiefs did the same thing last season, but they ended up like 15-1. They were barely winning all their games.
Different thing. He wasn't the reason that they were not performing. Their offense wasn't the reason. They were just in those tight games playing with the personnel that he had. This guy's got A.J. Brown, Saquon Barkley, great tight end, Devontae Smith. He's got all of them, but he rarely uses them. Why do you think, what's his name, came out with the damn the tweet this week where he said, like, giving all these
A.J. Brown
cryptic messages, like as if he don't want to be
Man,
there.
I'm moving off A.J. Brown. What up, Hank?
What's going on, brothers? How y'all doing, man? Missed y'all last week.
Yeah, man. I was out there in Vegas, bro.
Yeah, I heard. I remember you said that.
Yeah,
you said that.
Yeah,
we couldn't.
He was getting chased in the parking lot by some Raiders fans.
Okay. Well,
now you should, Hank. Now you should know. Don't nobody come at Bears fans like that. We come out of the womb throwing them paws, and everybody around America know it. You know what I'm saying?
That's right, man. Hey, that had to be an exciting game to be at, because man, I was damn near had a heart attack, man, watching that some gun.
Yeah.
Man.
Nah, I was watching in the hotel suite. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. You know, Vegas is a 45-minute flight. I'm in LA, so you know what I mean? And we had a lot of in-laws, like 40, 50 people from Chicago was in town. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
It was just a beautiful game, man.
And
Good stuff,
it
man.
was probably as many Bear fans at that game as Raider fans.
Easily.
And when
for
I
sure.
watched,
I can imagine that.
Even walking around the city, bro, it was so many Bears jerseys.
When I watched that thing, I told you I got the feed where some people, some Raider guys who covered their team like we do the Bears. And when I watched a couple of their podcasts, I got another feed, and it was saying like how Vegas isn't doing too well, just overall the city and everything.
Yeah,
so
man.
They got to the Raiders, and they said, "Well, here's the thing with the stadium and everything." They're like, the Raiders. They said the majority of the fans that come to them games that they play, they're
tourists.
the opposition. No, they're the team that they're playing.
Tourists, right? And then a lot of them come from LA though. A lot of LA Raiders fans, they travel to Vegas to watch it. So it's gonna take a while before the city is gonna embrace the Raiders. It's gonna take a minute, man.
Yeah, I was like, damn, I didn't know that. They're like, yeah, most of the teams that come there, it's not the locals. These are
because
people
Vegas is a destination.
out-of-towners.
You know what I mean?
But that's what they referring to, how the city, as far as like the different casinos.
Bro,
and
the
stuff,
Bears,
tourism.
we took over LA though. When we were playing the Rams here. It's just same thing. The Rams were moving around. Your team's got to be there for like a generation, like 20 years before you going.
And the baseball team is coming there in a couple of years.
That stadium looks nice.
The
But hey,
A's.
who's your quarterback of the first quarter of the season?
Quarterback.
Yes, sir.
I know, that's right.
I went with Hurts. He went with Patty Mahomes.
I'm gonna ride with Hurts too, man. Look, I got a lot of respect for that young man and what he's went through as far as the college level and the NFL level. You know, because it's been, to me, it's just been a lot of disrespect to the man in his game, and that's all here. Look at the team they got around him. Look, I've seen some guys with great teams, and quarterback doesn't get them where they need to go. We was a victim. Rex Grossman didn't get us there.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
What's the dude in the Bengals? But go ahead with your take. The Bengals, they got everything around him.
Exactly. So and with that being said, I find myself end up cheering for this man. I'm like, dude, and I probably wouldn't on GP, but just seeing the disrespect, man, where he got this weapon, he got these weapons, he got this line and that, man. At the end of the day, man, that guy was a winner. He won in college, he won in high school. Yes. So
but we only talking
so he's
about
winning the NFL.
We're only talking about the first quarter. We're not talking about everything he's accomplished and the hard struggle he's going through. We know that.
Well, they 4-1. They 4-0.
Listen.
Hey,
I'm talking
he's
to
trying to
Hink
find a way
right
to
now.
knock our guy down, ain't he?
I'm
He's trying to find a way to knock him down.
No.
He like to do that, but he won't say FGB. Hink. He won't say that.
Listen.
Oh,
he's
are you
asking,
saying he's undercover Green Bay?
He's
fan? Is
asking.
that what you say?
Look at his hat. Looks like a G, don't it?
Lord. Say it ain't
This
so.
is a Cubs hat. He
Say
wouldn't
it
know
ain't
that
so.
though. While he's out there false flagging on the West Coast.
That's old school word right there, false flag.
From a Sox fan. He's a Sox fan, bro.
I'm a both. I'm a Chicago fan.
Now you both.
He can't accept somebody that likes the Cubs, the Sox, the Blackhawks.
Go ahead with your take. Stop
the
it.
Chicago Fire.
Cubs in the playoffs now.
He said you got to make a decision. He said you got to make a decision.
No,
Cubs in the playoffs now.
Ain't no decision making. I told him that before. He knows that.
Right.
Now, man, as far as Hurt, man, I really like him. Even this season.
What are you judging him from for this first quarter? When we say the quarterback,
I just gave you his stats, and you called me an analytics guy.
He wasn't on here. He was
right. All right.
Just about to get on.
So what I'm basing it on is the level of sacrifice that he's willing to make. He's not getting the stats, and he could. It's not like he can't do it if they allow him to. He's willing to do that. He's still dealing with the different personalities. Look, A.J. Brown could probably be a pain in the ass, but he realized if he was with another quarterback, he will be running his quarterback up under the bus. But
how many different offensive coordinators
that man as a leader.
He had, Hank? How many different offensive coordinators? Exactly.
Four offensive coordinators.
Exactly.
He got a whole new coordinator this season.
Exactly. No name coordinators too. He ain't getting hot, sexy
He's a head coach at the Saints right now.
Correct.
So you got all of that's a factor though. I know you want to ride with
I'm not talking about. All we're talking about.
He ran with Pat Mahomes because Pat Mahomes high yellow like him.
No.
Oh, okay.
See,
he got that light skin. He got that light skin bias.
He figures that Hurt So Good is a future Rastafarian just like himself. That's if he grows dreads, he gonna be a Rastafarian like him. We're only talking about the first quarter of this season. That's it. That's all. I'm not talking about all of that other stuff with Hurts. I totally agree with y'all. I'm talking.
But we know we're talking about the first quarter because if it was anything else, it'd probably be Patty Mahomes.
The first quarter of this season, what has he done as a quarterback that would make you say he's my quarterback of the first quarter?
So let me say this real fast then.
Is it just winning with you or is it stats? What is it?
That's important. Look, we all know how some teams get comfortable after they win the Super Bowl, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? He's still putting the pedal down to the metal. He's not letting shit distract him, talking about the ring, being the defending champs. He's not allowing none of that to happen.
He ain't even opened his ring box. Go ahead,
man,
bro.
Look, he's willing. Look, again, he's willing to sacrifice his stats. He's willing to sacrifice his stats, man. So for the team.
And you know what?
I'm not getting to throw the ball as much. That's okay.
And guess what?
As long as we win, that's all that matters.
And he told his agent what I said LeBron should be doing. He told his agent, I don't care about being the highest paid quarterback and blah, blah, blah. He wants to win.
He constipated.
He wants to win.
It's a goddamn shame, man. Diesel, you a sick brother, man.
He is. Crazy, he don't like. Man. You should have heard him on Justin Fields today. I wish you was here for this because I had Ace here to have my back. He went in on Justin today.
Have you ever seen how Hurt So Good run? Doesn't he run like he constipated? It's like almost a little slightly.
That's what he don't like about him. The Bears should have drafted that man.
Oh man, I wanted us to too, man.
I did
but I
too.
No, we should have drafted Patrick Mahomes. That's who we should have drafted.
But see, hold on. We say that in hindsight 2020. We didn't see that coming out of college though.
That's what you're talking about with Hurts.
No, Hurts was a winner. Hurts was a winner. He was a winner.
Yes, we wanted Hurts,
Who
bro.
holds the record for the most?
I will admit, I didn't say we should have got Mahomes. But I said on this show we should have drafted Hurts.
No. You're talking about what he did in college. Who holds the records for the most passing yards in FBS history in a single game?
I don't know.
In a single game. Google it while you're talking, bopping your gums about what Hurts did. You Google it.
No, because you're talking about two different things. You call me a stat analyst, and you're talking about numbers. I'm talking about W's
He's an analytiker.
We're talking about championships, bro.
But Diesel, you gotta look. You gotta look beyond just the stats because look, we've seen many quarterbacks come out of USC
all the time. He don't listen.
USC and Ohio State. Them quarterbacks out of USC and Ohio State usually don't pan out.
No,
they
don't.
The but ones from Oregon,
but he don't
they get all the stats.
Listen,
but guess what? You keep talking about that, the stats. What about the what's between his ears, man?
Thank you.
Some guys.
And that's what we liked about Justin. It was about.
Are you kidding? No, he liked about Justin is he's black, just like everybody who came out of Ohio
Well, that's a plus
State.
too. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Black too.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Well, we're doing quarterback of the week. What else can we do?
Everybody.
All right. Well, Hank, who was your quarterback of the week this past week, the Raiders week?
Well,
you better not say Hurts.
You went with Caleb, huh?
Yeah.
Guys,
I gotta take this call.
Go ahead, bro. I'm gonna mute you. And
Mercer, I apologize. My pick is not Patrick Mahomes. You know who it is?
Who is it?
Quarterback of the quarter.
Who is
the first quarter? Is Dak Prescott.
Okay. Now we're talking.
Out. He's been lights out.
Yeah. Now we're talking.
The season started.
Now we're talking. The only reason I won't agree with you is because of his Campbell Soups commercial and his stance on the kneel. I will never select him to be anything. You know what I mean? But let's go through our predictions from last week. I'm glad Hink's in here. Hink said the Bears have 27 and the Raiders 21. Diesel, you had the Bears 23, Raiders 27. I had the Bears 24, Raiders 20. Ace had the Bears 30, Raiders 23. All right. Updated Bears predictions. Me and Ace are 2-2. Diesel, you're 0-4. You're 0-4 out there. Your analytical Bears predictions. We're not doing it against the spread, people. We're just going whether they're going to win or lose. And Hink's 1-1 because he came in on the tail end of it. What do you have to say to the people, Diesel? Are you going to turn this thing around? Because last year you were up ahead. You were up ahead last year.
I don't care about what my damn record is picking that stuff. I know what my record is on DraftKings. Now, I can go stand by the window. I don't give a damn about what I'm predicting for this stuff. I've been very now. Look, I've been very close with the scores. It's just been either way, been flipped, right?
Yeah.
So I don't care about that. I don't care about that.
Y'all hear that? When this guy's making his picks, he don't care. All right, I got a screen to share with y'all. This is our picks preseason. Now, I had the Bears be 4-0 going into the bye. All right. I just thought we would get over that Lions hump. I knew we would be the rookie quarterback week 1. None of that happened. Ace had us 3-1 going into the bye. Diesel, you had us 3-1. And for some reason, you like to pick the Raiders to beat the Bears.
What did I tell you? I said, because as we were going through the games, I said, they're not going to win all these games.
Right.
So I'm picking the ones I'm thinking they might not win, the ones that they will win. You know, so I'm not.
But you picked us to beat Detroit on the road, but then lose to the lowly Raiders on the road.
And then I have us to lose to Detroit at home, right? Because I know we played them twice. So you know, hey.
So the Mouthpiece predictions, we had 4-0. So I just want to give everybody an update on where the predictions were. Hink's on the call, but Hink's 1-1 right now, so he's holding his own. Diesel, you got to turn it around. All right.
I ain't got to do nothing but keep checking you guys on these imbecile-ass quarterbacks that y'all keep picking. Like Fields, you want to keep pulling his coattails every damn week.
All right. Let's go with our preliminary. I'm not going to hold you to it. Redskins. Wait a minute. This is the week. So, this isn't preliminary. This is the week. There's no more waiting. Monday Night Football. We're on Monday Night Football. I didn't mean to say Redskins. Commanders. So, us against the Hogs. Diesel.
Mm-hmm.
What's your score on that?
Where we at?
It's in red squashing again, pissing me off, man. Every year we got to go, and we're gonna be playing the Raiders again in 2 years on the road. Like, why don't these teams ever come to Chicago?
Yeah, it used to alternate whenever you played somebody from not in your division.
Yeah.
The next time you played them, it's supposed to be at your place, but who knows? If we're on the road in Washington, I'm picking Washington.
But this is a revenge game from the Hail Mary game.
Yeah, I don't care. It'll be their revenge to make it where it's not even as close.
So what score you got?
28-24.
Yeah, and they're saying that your boy's gonna be back.
He's played today.
How'd he look?
I think he beat the Chargers at home. The Chargers were at home.
So Hank, right now, man, in your predictions, your 1-1 predictions you've been giving us on Mouthpiece. We're doing that rematch of the Hail Mary game back in Washington again on Monday Night Football, and Jaden Daniels will be playing. What score you got in that game, bro?
Man, I'm gonna go 24-21 Bears.
All right, you got 24-21. Oh, you got Bears 24-21. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. My scores be close, Diesel. While you talking yours, mine be close. All right, so I
think all ours have been close for the most part. It's just been what team we went with. But I think all ours, me, you, and Ace, have had close scores.
Y'all want to crown the Commanders? I don't want to crown the Commanders. And then we getting healthy, man. You know what? Man, I like that score, Hank, but I'm bump it up a little bit. The Commanders will put up 24. And I got Caleb. It's something in him. I call him nails, bro. It's a double entendre. He's hard as nails, and you know what I mean? He's got the finger paint.
I got you.
So Commanders 24. I almost got Diesel's score. In reverse, though.
Yeah, see, it's always usually like that. It'll be like
28.
The scores be close. Yeah, I got 28-24, but I got
you do too,
skins.
but you got it the other way. Yeah. And then Ace, he'll send it to me later. He's traveling as usual.
I don't know why I thought we played the Saints, but it's probably
we got Commanders.
Not this week though. Not this week.
Yeah. If we
week.
If we beat the Commanders this week and then we got the Saints, bro, we could be on a roll, bro.
I mean, look, the Saints look like world beaters today, though.
Yeah. I like when they win the week before they play us, though. I don't like playing teams coming off losses.
Look, they just kept getting turnovers.
Yeah.
Oh boy,
did the Commanders win?
The ball on them. Yeah, they beat San Diego or the Chargers.
I like when teams are coming off W's, bro. You can catch them slipping. They don't be as thirsty.
Now listen to this. They say the single for FBS college football, the most passing yards in a single game.
Mm-hmm.
Patrick Mahomes said he tied a record for 734 yards in a loss. I think they lost to or they beat Oklahoma and Baker Mayfield. But
yeah, I heard about that.
But it's actually 800 and something. I seen the stat during the college game yesterday, and they showed it, and it was like 801. So I don't know why did the AI in
and who was that guy? Did that guy end up?
No, it was Patrick Mahomes. But they did a stat on TV, and one of the guys who was they were like, "Do you know who it is?" And he was like, "I believe it's Patrick Mahomes," and I think it was 800 yards.
Yeah, but if you're in an air raid system, a lot of factors go into going for all those yards.
Yeah, we know that, but if you throw for 800 yards in a game,
but okay.
I don't care who it is.
But you tooting this horn. I didn't hear you in that draft saying let's get Pat Mahomes. That's all. That's all.
We weren't even on here talking about the draft back then.
Was that Mike Leach when he was at Texas Tech? Is that what you're talking about? Or are you talking about in high school?
No, that was at Texas Tech.
So I think Mike Leach was his head
801
coach.
yards. If you Google though, it's only going to say 730.
So are you saying that you wanted the Bears to draft Pat Mahomes? Are you saying that? This is what I'm trying to get to.
I can tell you this. I didn't.
He wasn't on my radar like that.
No,
that's all I'm saying.
No, I didn't. We weren't covering the draft like that back then.
But you were watching it. You were a Bears fan.
I know. Look. I didn't even really know all of the quarterbacks who were going into the draft that year.
You would remember.
I didn't. I really
It's
didn't.
like I know I wanted.
The only way I knew
I wanted us to take Lamar Action Jackson. I said that draft day. I wanted us to take Jalen Hurts. I remember all of that. I'm just saying Pat Mahomes wasn't on my radar like that.
No, you remember all of them black guys. Right. I'm sure
Pat Mahomes is black.
Nah, you don't consider him that way.
Well, he's got a black daddy and a white mama. That's black.
He don't. No, you got to trace your history. You've been calling him Carrot Top from day one. You never considered him.
Well, no, he's Sideshow Bob. He looks like Sideshow Bob.
The only thing I remember with that draft was I remember when they were saying who the Bears were gonna pick, and they were saying Trubisky. And I told you guys, I said, hey, I watched him play a couple of games in college. I said, but I didn't see like any of the previous year, nothing. I didn't even know any of the other quarterbacks that were coming out at that time. So I really wasn't like into it at that particular time. But
right,
I'm just
that's the
telling
year
you,
we moved up with San Fran and gave up a haul. And San Fran already had their quarterback. That's to get fucking Mitch Trubisky. That's when we ruined our upward trajectory.
For one spot. We moved up one goddamn spot for this shit.
With a team that already had their quarterback. You know, if anything, if San Fran would have drafted Trubisky, I would have said, all right, well, do you want to trade for your guy, whoever you got? Right. Exactly. For one spot, bro.
Yeah,
they're still laughing at us.
So that season, I wanted Deshaun Watson. Now, thank God we didn't get him because
that's why I wanted to.
I think
it would have been different if he was here.
You know what? We were talking about that, and I
wanted Deshaun Watson. Yeah, bro.
He looked like a gamer. He looked like
His coach said he was the Michael Jordan of the draft, and he balled out. He just got in trouble with the honeypot. You know what I mean? And
but that was later.
Yeah,
that was later. That wasn't even before he got drafted.
But what do you mean?
All of that
right,
stuff
that was as a pro.
Came out later.
Yeah.
Well, look, I think Houston released all that bullshit because it wasn't no trouble while he was there and everything was good when it was good. But as soon as he talking about he want to leave, all of a sudden this bullshit come popping up.
Yeah, they want to devalue you so they could pay you less when it's time for you to get that money.
All I know, I think I was saying at that time was don't draft no Ohio State quarterbacks.
So Hink, we didn't get your take. What was your overall take on that Bears Raiders game, bro? And then we're gonna start wrapping it up.
Man, my take is, man, I just appreciate certain guys on defense just really showing improvement of last year. And the guy I'm talking about is Stevenson.
Mm-hmm.
He really stepped up. He's maturing. He's coming on. I think this next game against the Commanders is going to tell a lot. Is he going to be a mature player and handle it and not go in there too cocky and try to look for the get back? You know,
man, I go right in there from the beginning. First play of the game, I'll be taunting the fans. But go ahead, bro.
But I would
First
go in there
play.
with be confident, but know I'm going to do my job. I'm not going to let bullshit distract me. I'm not going to let what happened last season distract me. I'm locked in on my assignment, whatever that is. So I appreciate that. What do you call my man, the bull dagger of the Bears defense?
Butch Stud.
Butch Stud, yeah. He played good. He did his thing. Shout out to Byard.
Kevin Byard was balling.
Yeah. He even in his elder years of the football game, the NFL, he played. He did what he had to do. Look, the guys came together. They made plays when they needed to play. They bowled their back and stood strong like
they
kept
kept bending but not breaking.
Yeah.
They kept coming up with plays when they had to.
And the offense was pretty much consistent. Crosby didn't rattle Caleb too much to the point where he could stay focused and do his job. I appreciate everything about that game, man. I really do. So
So what grade would you give the coaching?
Oh, they're coaching?
Yeah.
Oh, they would definitely get a B+ that game. They would definitely, because they made the adjustments at halftime, blocking Max Crosby. He really wasn't even a factor no more that second half.
Hey, he put the rookies in at tackles. Them two
Hey,
rookies.
That's what you call having confidence in these young boys.
Well, one of the rookies started for right, but the other one on the other side, he put that rookie in there. You didn't hear from Crosby no more.
So I give them definitely a B+.
So looks like we should be getting defensive end Austin Booker back. He looked really good in this preseason, like he's ready for a breakout year. He had a knee injury, so he should be back. Kyler Gordon should be back. TJ Edwards should be back. So we're getting healthy. We're getting at full roster. This is good timing for this bye. Really good time.
Man, I like the way the schedule sets up for us too as well. If we could get past Washington, we got a nice little 3-game run we can go on, man.
Because
and I don't think Lamar's gonna be back, and Baltimore's vulnerable, man. They are reeling bad.
They can't stop their defense.
They are
nothing.
The offense ain't been doing like they should be doing.
Look,
The run game is just not there for Derrick Henry. He's
I've
turning the
been
ball over.
Trying to explain that to this guy. He wanted to come at me like I'm talking in tongues.
No. I'm just no. You were blaming Lamar.
No, I wasn't blaming Lamar. You just said who's the quarterback of the quarter.
Yeah,
and
you started talking about he ain't doing too much this year.
No,
and I'm like, he's having another MVP season.
No, I'm
so
saying
the reason why I went to the stats.
No, I'm saying if you've been watching the games, you would know that he hasn't been the Lamar that you've seen even last year. It hasn't been him. But
he's on pace for another MVP, barring the injury.
He keep bringing up stats.
Barring the injury, he was on pace for MVP.
What he's like 10 I think he's like 10-2, 10-1.
Yeah.
10 touchdowns and like 1 turnover.
Bro, his rating is 130. It's an NFL record.
It's that again, if you watch the games, you would know what I'm talking about.
But Diesel, this is why I keep bringing it back to Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts could have those same stats. But guess what he's doing? He's winning and make sure everybody else eats.
Yeah, but I'm not talking
Guess what?
about
Lamar's
Jalen
got the
Hurts.
stats, but he ain't got the most
Hurts.
important stat in the
I'm only
category.
talking about Jalen Hurts for this first quarter. I wasn't talking about Jalen Hurts before this year.
No, but what Hank is saying is that Jalen Hurts is the opposite of what you're talking about, and we're still dragging him down.
No, I'm dragging. No.
Lamar's got all the fancy stats.
I'm dragging
and we're
Jalen
still
Hurts
dragging
down
him down.
because if you're
dragging them down because they're black.
No, because if you watch the Eagles game, they've been winning. They've been winning because of special teams. They've been blocking field goals, blocking punts, and they've been getting timely turnovers.
And why have the Ravens been losing?
The Ravens been losing because their defense can't stop nobody, and they be turning the ball over.
There you go. But Lamar ain't.
But Lamar ain't, listen, he ain't been, I'm trying to tell you, if you watch his games, when it's like key third downs or whatever, he getting sacked, stuff like that.
Yeah.
It may not show up it may not show up on the stat sheet because it still don't mess with his
No, it does hurt your rating.
No, but I'm talking about completions and all of that stuff. But I'm telling you, bro, I've been watching the dude. If you watch the games fully, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Well, to Hink's point, Commanders, we can win that in front of the world. That's a big game for us. And then don't get caught up in this trap game. Come back home, beat the brakes off of the Saints, right? Bam. Now we got the Ravens. As long as Action Jackson is out, to y'all point, that's a very winnable game, and their defense ain't doing good, although it'll step up and have its best game against our Bears because that's just how it goes. And then the Bengals, their star quarterback is hurt, That's a very winnable game, and their defense sucks.
The Lions beat them up today.
Who did?
The Lions beat them up in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
They did make a little comeback, though, on them, but they still lost.
And then we got the Giants, right? At home. Very winnable games. So,
it's a nice run.
Let's see. Even if we lose this, we're 2-3, 3-3, 4-3, 5-3. We should be minimum 6-3 coming into this Vikings game.
If you learn one thing about this Bears team, you do not look in the future farther than the next game that we got coming up. So just cut all of that about looking into this and that.
Well, we're prognosticating.
Diesel, you're a dream snatcher, man. I bet you snatch little kids' dreams too.
That's because he's got that G. He's an undercover. He's an undercover Packer fan. Hank, can you say FGB? Is that hard for you to say FGB?
Hell no, I say it all the goddamn time. Fuck green.
And this guy won't say it. He's the only Bears fan that comes on the show and won't say it.
Hey. This team is not the team where you go and say, what they going to do this week? What about in 2 weeks? No, you talk about the next game. That's all you can do with this team.
He picked the Bears to lose.
Damn.
And what's so big about that?
You're a dream snatcher. Look, I bet you told the kids by the age of 4, Santa Claus ain't real.
Santa Claus ain't real. The Easter Bunny ain't real. You ain't gonna be nothing. Have realistic dreams. You'll be lucky to get a job.
Look, I told him if Santa Claus is coming down your chimney,
your daddy on crack. Your mama ain't no good. Yeah, he was telling me.
It's looking just like Milz. He gonna come down your chimney with red cap on, everything.
Your mama no good. Yeah.
He's taking all your presents.
Oh shit.
But all your presents.
He said he's taking all the presents.
All of them. All of your presents.
Every year, people prognosticate the Steelers ain't going to do nothing, and all they do is go to the playoffs. They balling out again. This is a game I'm concerned. I would love to be at that game. Steelers coming to Chicago. That don't happen a lot. That should be a good game. And then Eagles. The Eagles coming to town, Diesel. I wonder who you going to pick. Who you going to pick in that game?
Is that here or there? That's there.
It's in Philly.
Oh, man, you good night, Irene, man. We ain't winning that game.
Come on, but their quarterback ain't nothing.
No, I'm talking about what he's done so far against the other. Do you forget what your question is?
What about at Green Bay? What's going to happen there?
Well, we know where his loyalty lies.
Right.
Again, you looking too far ahead with this team. You can't do that.
God damn.
You can't.
All I'm saying is
these are like this, man. Give me your goddamn dreams.
Yeah. We can see 9-8. We can see
9-8.
We can see 10-7. These are, and all these are. I don't know why he's woofing because he picked the Bears to finish. Let me find that. We did a graphic. He picked the Bears to finish pretty high this year.
And reluctantly, I picked him because he forces us to make these picks before the season.
He twisted the arm, Diesel.
Yeah.
Look at it.
I told him, I was like, hey, man, I don't want to pick nothing. I don't know who's going to be what the team. He's like, no, you got to pick, make your early projections. We're going through each game.
All right. Hank, you see Diesel's the third column.
Okay.
I'm the second column. Ace is the first column. The fourth column is overall.
Damn, he got 11-6. Boy.
He got 11-6. Ace got 11-6. I got 10-7, and I was hinging towards 9-8. And overall, when we do the aggregate, it comes to 11-6 for the Mouthpiece predictions. And does this guy talk like somebody who predicted the Bears are going 11-6?
There's reasons why. I didn't know that the defense going to look this damn awful. That's why I didn't want to predict anything in the first place. Incompetent ass running backs that you got on our staff. You didn't draft a running back.
Diesel, you would jump ship. You'd be just like LeBron's first chance of getting out of there and cutting and running. You would cut and run.
You gotta go. You gotta go.
Yeah.
I gotta get up out of here.
Yeah.
Who draft these damn running backs?
The ovens get too hot. I gotta get up out.
Yeah. Kitchen too hot. Huh?
All these running backs we got on the roster, they couldn't start on no other team. The defense is just god awful for the most part. And you bring in Dennis Allen, the defense never looks like what he used to run before he got here.
Well, hold on. Let me
go ahead.
The thing about the running back, I think if we give my man a more opportunity, we haven't seen what he really could do. We've been pretty much just running with Stewart.
He can do. It's a wrap.
But we've been running with DeAndre Swift the whole most of the time. And
he's a backup.
Who's that? You think
Swift.
You think run?
He is
no, I'm not talking about him.
You
I'm not talking about him.
You talking about Monongai or
Monongai? I would like to see him get an opportunity.
Oh, I've been advocating on that before you came on. I've been put him on, let him start.
But all I said was I wasn't pushing back. I just said that because I be listening to the Bears talk, and it's a lot of information those rookies are taking in, and and so now maybe after we're in week 5, he's had a bye week. Maybe he can start now as far as being able to run all the plays. He just couldn't run all the plays. Swift's a veteran. He's been in the system before. All that terminology starts to sound the same after you've been in the league a long time. I think they just didn't want to throw him to the wolves, so to speak.
Wait, man.
Yeah, he wasn't ready.
There is no tomorrow. You talking about go out there and we can give him till this. There is no tomorrow.
No, not the Clubber Lang reference.
Yeah, exactly. He
I
told
mean,
Rocky.
The Rocky 3 reference.
Yeah.
Oh, Diesel, he got a bunch of movie references.
Said there is no
He
tomorrow.
gonna bring the Apollo Creed reference.
He got references for every movie in the world.
Why don't we just come back tomorrow, Apollo? Let him come back. There is no tomorrow.
Hold on.
Okay?
Hey, what did he tell him when he said he'll beat you into next week, Rocky?
He said
he's a machine.
He'll knock you into tomorrow, Rock.
He's a machine, Rock. Oh, Lord.
Hey, y'all got anything else? And then we can get to the final words. Anything else we didn't cover y'all want to talk on?
Yeah, since you brought up Rocky 3, I'm gonna give you something that most people don't know. If you go back next time you watch the movie, so this is when Rocky then lost the first fight with Clubber Lang. And he's in the mirror contemplating, and he's looking back, thinking about that fight, right? He's thinking and he's pounding on the mirror, and he's got them images when Clubber Lang was punching him and knocking him down. One of the flashbacks, it shows him in them red, white, and blue trunks that Apollo gave him. He hasn't given them trunks yet.
So you're saying it was the timeline was off.
Oh, it's a glitch. It's a glitch. Nobody ever catches it.
Yeah.
He hadn't given them trunks until right before the second fight.
Yeah, you ought to make a video and put it up on your YouTube
He's thinking
channel.
back, hitting the window.
Yeah.
And he's got them flashbacks, and they show him taking a rib shot, and he's got them trunks on. And I was like, hey, man, where the hell he got them?
Because he's punch drunk.
Yeah. He'll knock you into tomorrow, Rock. Yeah.
Rocky had CTE after the first
big
movie.
Big time.
It's funny, man, that y'all was talking about this, because I seen like they show like a documentary on that and talk about how they had to always talk Mr. T down because he never got out of frame, out of character, because he said, man, he was actually hitting him. That man had multiple concussion, ribs broken. After that, he said it was one of his hardest scenes that he had to do was with him, because he wanted to make it so live. Like, so he told him, don't go soft on me. Just go. But man, it's crazy, man. It's
real though.
Yeah, yeah.
Mr. T rested, so he's from Robert Taylor Homes though. He was dealing with a lot of trauma. He was getting that trauma off on Rocky.
This fool. I'm gonna get this fool.
He ain't passed though. I thought he's still alive, ain't he? Ain't Mr.
I don't know. I be burying a lot of people.
Yeah, he's still alive.
I be burying a lot of people on this show. My bad, Mr. T.
I think you done buried the brother.
Bro, I do that once a week.
He's in his 90s, I think now.
I know he had cancer or something. I thought he passed away.
He's still going through it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I see pictures of him online all the time.
Yeah, I got to stop doing that. I got to start Googling.
Yeah, don't put him in the grave just yet.
You know what I'm saying? If I don't hear from you for a few years, I just be like, oh yeah, he's gone.
Well, he must have moved on.
Yeah.
That great caddy in the sky.
So I don't hate Bow Boy. I pity the fool. And I will destroy any man who tries to take what I got.
Hey, man, I tell you what I knew he was real, what Clubber Lang was real. He said, hey, woman, you want a real man? Come on over to my place. You can't talk to a man like that, man. You can't talk to a man's wife like that. I said, boy, that's some nasty work, T. You can't talk to that man's wife like that.
Rock was like, you want it, you got it. You want it, you got it.
All right. Final words. Go ahead, Hank. Give me your final words, bro.
Well, in the words of the great Clubber Lang, what I expect to put on the Commanders this Sunday or this weekend, pain. And I'll leave it there, brothers.
Hey, appreciate you popping out as
yes,
normal.
Always.
And, yeah, man. I know you following your college on your channel as well. Mm-hmm. How about them Illini, man? We beat SC.
Hey, I was surprised, man, because I remember we was talking about it the other day, man. I was happy for them guys after, especially bouncing back from that Indiana game. That Indiana game was embarrassing.
Yeah.
So that was a hell of a bounce back game. But college was, man, it was some rough games this week, man.
Yeah,
it was a few good upsets, man. But I'm gonna definitely talk about it on
Is that
Monday for
SC
sure.
quarterback good? I keep hearing good things about him.
I don't know. I don't really know a lot about him. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I don't know. I don't know how good he really is. But
Yeah.
I just know Illinois quarterback, he's good. But when he faces the real good teams, he's
He
never.
must be. Is he black?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought he was black by the way he was.
No, I'm just telling you. Every time he's faced real good upper echelon teams, he hadn't shown up. But the team hasn't, for that matter. Every time they face real good teams.
But Diesel, you know who that sound like? A guy who might be at the unemployment office as soon as James Franklin.
Man. What high school he went to? He from Chicago? I mean, from
he
the
came from the transfer portal, I think, like 2 years ago. 2 years ago. He was there last year, and he's there this year. He playing good though, but like I say, when we face like a top 10 team, Illinois don't never show up, bro.
Yeah.
So
man, well, we appreciate you, Hank. I got the producer in my ear, the wife. So
go do what you got to do, big brother. Hey, y'all take it easy, man, and I'll rock with y'all next time. Right on, brothers.
Yes, sir. FGB,
all right,
man.
now.
FGB, big brothers. Come on, Diesel. You can say it. It's okay.
Oh no, I'm not gonna do that.
God damn. All right, man. Y'all be safe.
He one of them guys show up on the block. He ain't gonna say Stone Love. He just I ain't saying nothing.
That's Scotty there from New Jack City.
Yeah,
that's Scotty. Yeah.
All right, Hank. Peace and blessings.
All right, y'all. Be good.
All right, Diesel. Go ahead with your final words, bro.
Final words. Chicago Fire are in the playoffs. Since you don't be paying attention to all the Chicago teams, only the Cubs and the Bears.
You talking about the soccer kid team?
Yeah, they in the playoffs. I don't know when they play, but they made it. Cubs, they sending out T-ball, fastball tomorrow. Good luck with that. Oh boy, like I said, think he Mark Burley, but he ain't as good as Mark Burley because he can't locate. But hopefully the Cubs can out hit the Brewers tomorrow. The Bears next week. Hopefully they watch this game where Washington just plays San Diego, the Chargers, and they can be ready and prepared. Quiet as it's kept. We had them beat last year, so hopefully Ben Johnson can figure out another way to do it again. Although our defense, to me, ain't as tight as it was when we played them last year, because that kept us in the game till we got the lead, and then we blew it on the Hail Mary. But hopefully we can, if we can get out the gate good next week, that means at the start of the game we need to get out the gate, and then all bets are off. If we get out the gate good, then I think we got a chance to win. If we start off slow, I don't think there's a chance. But hopefully we will. So, yep. But that's all I got, man.
Hey, man, great stuff today. Who in the night game, man?
That's what I was about to check right now. It is New England and Buffalo at Buffalo.
Oh well, yeah. Josh Allen's gonna beat the brakes off this team. That's Drake May. He been balling though.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. I need to go get my bets in though. But yeah, I'll be back. Should be back next week, man. I'll holler.
Okay, bro. I appreciate you popping out. Peace and blessings, my man.
All right, no problem.
Yes, sir. All right, y'all. As we promised, once again, great content. We close this episode with some Cubs takeaways. Locked in, tight. If you're tracking momentum, focus on plate discipline, bullpen leverage, and which role players are trending towards late inning trust. That's where, as you all know, October is decided. All we need to do is get one in Milwaukee. That's it. Then we bring it back to the friendly confines of Wrigley Field and take control of that series. On Spolitricks, we dropped the heat fast and clean, named the narratives, called the power moves, and flagged the talking points that would dominate timelines. This isn't hand-wringing or hot take theater. It's a map of who's shaping the storylines, where the leverage points sits, and which moments will get clipped and recycled. Bears bye week, closing checklist. We talked about the players on the men, health, depth chart, situational, reps. The film room assignments should be obvious at this point. A bunch of self-scouting should be taking place. This team is very good in the red zone, and this team is very good on third downs during the first quarter of the season. So those are great signs. Just got to bolster up that D-line and get healthy at that linebacker position and get our nickel back. I think we should be really, really, really good. Any roster churn that doesn't solve any of the problems that we've been having, it's just cosmetic and it's a waste of time. Final mic drop on Bears Raiders. One coaching call, one player block, and a short ledger of consequences. We see the next episode with the questions that matter. We're going to cue the mailbag, drop it in the comments, and we promise more tape, more guests, and more hot takes calibrated to win. The game's always on, and Mouthpiece included will be here to call it like we see it and saw it. This ain't just content, it's connection, and it means more because all of y'all are here. So stay locked in, stay healthy, be safe out there. We appreciate all the support and the enthusiasm for this pod. If you have any more questions or need further information, feel free to ask. Stay tuned, stay passionate, bear down, and as always, until next time, FGB. FGB. Karen, I think you said you had something in honor of the Cubs, huh?
Put a shovel in the ground.
Breaking my heart, man.
Yeah.
Breaking my heart. You guys gonna get your little suburban stadium and your little, and you probably have halter top night, fingernail paint night. You get your fingernails painted.
Yeah, I'm not going out there, man. I go watch them out of town before I go to damn out of town.
All right. You find yourself sliding through. You might be in LA. On Florence and Normandy. Hey, homie. Hey, man, come here. Better. You might be in Chicago. Woo! Dipping down Ashland. You better. Watch your back. Check your six. Double check that blind spot. Use that blind spot assist. TATN. Better guard your grill. TATN. Guard your grill. TATN. Mouthpiece included. TATN. Bear down. TATN. Bear down. Knuckle up. TATN. Mouthpiece included. And don't forget
it, baby.
And don't forget to.
Whatever you do, don't forget it. Like, share, subscribe. Hey, Butterfly.
Forget to bring your mouthpiece.
For sure. Don't forget it.
TATN.